right now. Santa
All
got
right,
him.
Santa Claus.
This just in, Dave lost it.
Wow. You guys make fun of me, right? When we get back, I'm so excited to be back. I'm not even going to listen. I'm muting you guys all over again. Hello, you beautiful internet, you, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Careful Cantrip, where a group of friends from coast to coast do their absolute best. Get lost in dungeons, and at times run away from dragons. As always, I am your host and ever-loving Universe DM Dave, and the warriors of the dice beside me are my players. God, it's been a minute since I said all that, but hey, goobers, you guys, show some love to the trippers out there. Do it, right? Yeah, you, Peter. You sexy bearded man.
Hi.
Peter and I are
am
still
Peter.
tired from our vacation, Dave. We
We did not steal any credit cards that belonged to anyone. My lawyer has said that.
Yep.
But
we totally
came
didn't
back
forget
quickly.
Bobby.
That's true.
Hi, everyone.
Fair. Okay, good. I'm glad we got it out of the way for legal reasons. There was nothing stolen, etc., etc. I'm gonna give you some attention. Cut! Welcome back, brother. Good to see you as always.
Did he
And
say
guys, thank you so
something?
much
I
for the
didn't hear
level 3 hype. What?
Yeah,
Sorry, what?
Beck couldn't hear
What'd you
that.
say,
It wasn't
What?
loud.
You were screaming.
Huh?
I think he's saying something.
I hate
Don't
this
do that
place.
to him, please.
Why did we ever come back?
I don't know.
I'm a ghost tonight. I am a ghost tonight. I didn't even realize that. Hold
Why are
on,
you
hold
a
on.
ghost?
You know what? I'm going to turn this over to actually, hold on. Let me do this first. Guys,
Spooky,
thank you so much for the
scary,
level 3
scary.
hype train. You nailed it as always. Thank you for all the love. Let me go through quickly. Bobcat giving out some subs. One to
Yeah,
Nerd
Bobcat.
Witch, one to Caustic Phoenix. A beautiful human being, both, if I have to do say so myself. Cross dropping 3 new friends. Thank you very much. Very kind of y'all. Powers, those soft, supple. Round bitties.
I'm not mine.
Yeah. Thank you, Powers. Appreciate you. Tank Hunter with the 27. The Canadians are coming. Let's go, Careful Cantrip, you
And back.
beautiful beasts. 27.
Honorary
Thank you very
Canadian.
much.
The Canadians
Appreciate
and
And back.
that. Back. That could be a new sitcom. I love it. I like
That's
that
a good
idea.
sitcom name.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Cookie Mon Steve, thank you for the 100 or 200 as well. Appreciate that. And then Cross dropping 500. And then Creative Garden coming back for 10 months. My God, sticking with us through and through. It's very kind of you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it to all of you. I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Nate because that's what I'm always told to do right before we go live while I try and fix Ghost Me.
Nate, just say no.
Shouldered me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Peter. You can see I'm fresh off vacation with this gorgeous tan that we got going on. We had a lot of fun last week. If you guys missed it, Peter and I did a hot tub stream. Your wildest dreams finally came true. We actually had some cool guests on, like Vitamin Steve. That is so weird. I actually called Steve by an Xbox 360 game tag that I haven't thought about in 15 years. But Steve was there.
Steve was there,
There's a
everyone.
few others. There was a whole lady named Shirley.
No, Shirley was the worst
Yeah, don't
call
listen
that
to
we
him.
had.
The worst. We almost
It's a
ended the stream.
Canadian tan.
Yeah. It's pretty good for me. This is my shade. Like this is about as good as we get.
I only got
Yeah,
2 shades.
yeah.
That's pale and red.
Use mayo for sunscreen.
That's not what I'm here. I'm here to talk to y'all about the goddamn old Patreon. That I gotta say, you guys have been showing an absolute ton of love to lately. We appreciate everything you guys do for us over there.
You can't do that one anymore, Beck.
Oh, we
What
can't.
one?
Do I do this?
You just no, you're such a boomer. You gotta do this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
that
already
one.
passed. That's done now.
Yeah.
That's done now.
They do
Back, show 'em.
this.
There you
This
go.
one has been around forever, though.
No, it's coming back.
this
Just like
is
Bell
the
The emo
Bottoms.
one was this.
Yeah.
Tonight. You know?
Tonight I will fall for you. Yeah. And then what?
And that's the new one. I can't even do that because of my old
We should do
fat
this
fingers.
We should do this. One.
Preacher, I think that's a gang sign.
We should do this. One.
No,
Oh
this
my
is. I'm gonna
God.
do blood.
No, don't
Are
do
we
it.
saying
Are you
it
stealing my
Fine.
frog? Are you
Don't-
stealing my frog?
Okay,
from
now
me?
we're gonna. It's excuse me. It's an alligator. Thank you. You
There
have
it
the.
is.
You don't have the tail. You
Don't
gotta get the
try to
tail in
tell
there.
a Floridian
Look.
what an alligator is. Don't
But do
even.
you have a tail on your frog? I don't think you do.
Listen.
It's more like a tadpole. Ha!
That's-
Take that.
Wouldn't the
Don't
tadpole have a tail
insult.
and the frog doesn't?
Mike, it's a frog. It's a
Yeah.
frog.
Frogs don't have tails.
Anyway,
What about
Anyway, we're
Sorry,
going to talk about
Nichols.
Patreon. We appreciate
What are we
it. They sucked me in. I'm going to give a shout out to every single one of you guys subscribed to the Fable Orchid Warlock deer. But
Say that 10 times
Right.
fast, please.
Fable
Yeah.
Orchid Warlock, Fable 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 Orchid Warlock.
Okay,
apart.
show
Sick and
off.
done.
What a
So,
flex.
I do wanna appreciate you guys, including the old B-Town, Cookie-Mon, Steve, C Powers, Danosaur, J-Rex Gaming, Danosaur and J-Rex. That is like, let them fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dinosaur
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah.
Now that is a fight from Florida I'd want to see.
Nathan Sawyer, Susanna Voteria, TC. We got Cass sitting at the Blue Queen Champions, backing up the top of that tier as well. So thank every single one of you guys for the amount of love and support
Thank
that you
you.
show us here, and
Thank
we can only dream to repay you for it. And hopefully we'll be entertained by our dumbness tonight. And lastly, I just want to kick it off because we did have a hype train. So thank you, David.
Hey.
And yes, we will pay it back because I'm doing the last episode completely naked. 100% nips and all. I'm doing it.
Yep. You'll
Yeah.
be amazed at the
Stream that
camera
quick, eh?
position.
I know. I'm gonna wear one. I'm just gonna wear a
Tortured.
black bar. That's it.
Yeah. It spins.
Privacy.
Okay, Nate, pass it to me. Pass it to me, please.
All right,
Wait,
Renee,
Renee,
take
you have
it
something to
before-
say?
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take it. I
No,
caught
no,
it.
pass it to me and then I'll pass
Peter's
it.
got it.
Yeah.
Pass
Back,
me the
here you
mic.
go. There's your
Got
for
it.
you.
Ready?
away.
I'm setting this up. This is for you, Raina. Look
Okay,
ready.
yeah.
Ready? I'm set.
Not in my house.
Oh my god, so stupid. Okay.
Rude.
Okay. Listen up, everybody. Usually I do pre announcements, but I'm actually gonna do a backwards announcement.
The ugly
Reverse
announcement.
You gotta speak it all backwards. I can't wait.
Holy shit, Pat Dross, great, good to see you, brother. I haven't seen you in
Pat
forever.
Dross,
How
what's
you
up, man?
been? Holy shit.
Yeah. There's a few people I've seen that I haven't
Been a
seen in a while.
minute. Been a hot minute.
So speaking of that, I know that we went on hiatus and we made a big announcement, and I think the majority of you have know what's up. But for those of you who really only care about our campaign content and are watching on YouTube right now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck? Where have you been?
Where have you been? Where have you been?
Where's your
Bean?
bean?
What have you been?
Ben. It's called Ben. Where have you
Bean.
been?
Called bean.
Where have you
Okay,
been?
it's pronounced Zed.
I don't think any of us are saying it right now that I hear us all saying it.
I've tuned
Please
out.
make fun of me for my bean.
Hold on, Beck, say 10.
10?
Okay, you say it right.
That's right.
Who says 10 wrong?
Bean?
James says it wrong. He says
What does
10.
he say? Oh, yes,
Says
you're
it
right.
every time.
Ooh.
It's his accent. Okay, anyways. So what I'm trying to get at is this, for those of you who've also seen the promos, I keep saying this is the beginning of the end. And that's not a joke. Or a shameless gotcha clickbait either. It's the
Oh yeah, because it's
absolute-
April Fool's. I completely didn't realize that. Oh man,
you can do
we
anything.
baited
Oh, no.
everything so hard.
April Fools,
100%.
Can you
everyone.
imagine?
We're ending the
Oh.
stream right now.
No, this is time for our 36-hour Pico Park Marathon. I hope you're all ready.
Pico Park. Pico Park.
Okay. Okay, just to, if you guys want to see the super emotional, in-depth, detailed announcement, it's on our YouTube channel. You can go check it out. It's called Big Announcement. It's the most recent video. You can watch through it. It's just me and Dave talking about what's going on. But for those of you who are here right now wondering what's happening,
Nate was there too.
oh yeah, fuck.
Wow.
Wow.
Doesn't call me.
All right.
Someone Darkheart Raina for me, please.
Nate was there too.
Please.
He was there in my heart, and
Oh, physically, I was like there on the stream.
that
More.
yeah, too.
Oh, right. I was sick. Oh, no, I was taking care of the family.
Yes.
We just didn't
Um,
invite you, Peter.
Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's
Probably
fine.
true.
You got my family sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Let me get to the god dang announcement.
We're
So what's-
announcing the pre-details about the pre-announcement.
Oh Jesus.
So it's called context, folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All
Look
right.
it up.
What's happening right now is there's good news and bad news. The good news is that Dave and I are having a baby. Yay!
It's a
Thanks, Margaret.
prenatal announcement.
Virginate.
Yay!
Prenatal. All right, I'm
Nate
gonna stop.
says we were all a part of it.
Nate did say that. He
I
said
like to think
he
so.
wish we were all a part of it.
No,
but
I'm pretty sure it's
that he-
accurate.
Okay,
gonna
Nate
remember,
thinks he was he had some doing in it. Beck wants nothing to do with it, and Peter
It's our
remains
baby.
anonymous in all of this.
I did not go to Jennifer.
So the stream is pregante.
Yeah. So yes, that is very exciting news and very happy news for Dave and I and our family and friends, and I'm sure the majority of you are happy for us. There's probably some internet troll that's like, "Fuck you."
Somebody's like, I missed my chance with Dave. I've been in this stream for years.
No, oh, that was just Con.
Yeah, Con, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
All right, just because you're having a baby doesn't mean you have a chance with Dave. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Work
Still
harder, Con.
opportunities.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Work harder,
We can-
Con.
I can get you to Con. I'll get you Progonaut.
Jesus Christ. Okay. We also got a new puppy, which is super exciting and has been a challenge to our mental resolve, as I'm sure a baby will be too. So, with all these good things happening in our life, we are deciding to close the chapter of Careful Cantrip in our life, which is
Slamming that bitch shut. We're saying, fuck it.
Jeez.
Bam! Done.
Burning it.
Burn it to the ground. Blow
Welcome
it
to
up.
the bonfire, everyone.
Get naked.
That's the plan. Yeah.
No one's getting naked. That's
No?
not a thing.
All right, I tried.
Dave really wants to get naked, but we're not going to let him.
I have
So
nothing on under these clothes. I'm already there.
So what we decided to do is we know we were sort of in the middle of this campaign. So Dave has been a wonderful a DM and has sort of revamped a little bit to sort of speed up the process. And we're going to close this arc that we've been working on to have an ending to this story. And our goal is to have it done in 4 to 5 episodes because we don't like to say it's going to be 4. We want it to be good. So we're giving ourselves the extra just in case. And today is the first part of that. Is that a sock, Dave?
Maybe.
So, in 5 episodes, this
on
is the
your door.
cast. This will be the cast for the 5 episodes. So thank you to all of you guys for coming out, and I'm super excited to spend our last time on the internet together. I'm gonna
Okay.
cry. I'm
Yes.
gonna cry multiple times. So let's just get over it now. Then after we do that in June, we are doing a we haven't released all the details because we want it to be super special, but we have announced that we are doing one final one shot with the original campaign 1 cast,
Yeah.
which will be a really nice way to sort of say thank you to all the other people who have helped us along the way. I mean, this has been a 5-year journey, and we'll get to revisit some old characters that we may miss in our hearts. And so that's what's going to happen. So we're still here. The Patreon's still going. Dave one shots are going. That's like our most popular thing. Our campaign
shots.
diaries are still happening.
God, you ramble when you're pregnant.
Oh no.
Listen,
No.
Dumb
There's no
man.
difference, Dave.
No?
It's the same.
Should I not say that? I was
I'll
just
message
making
you.
an
I'll message
observation.
you off stream. It's okay.
All right.
Talk about it later.
but I guess you'll never be on the internet again. I don't know if I'll ever be on the internet again. We'll see. I
Always
guess.
OnlyFans.
I thought we were gonna do Animal Crossing again.
We'll see. I would love to do that, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be on the internet in an actual play because I forced myself to be in this one, and I produced it so that I would have a place to be in an actual
Once
play.
kids are born, they're essentially self-sustaining. They lose their shell, they'll find their way to the water, and then you can just come back to the internet.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll never say never, but for now, that's the plan. And as we go along between now and June, which we'll update you on the one shot when that is happening, everything is running as per usual. So yeah, help us celebrate together and say goodbye.
You'll never see us again.
Yeah, including Beck. Beck is
Never again.
yeah.
Beck is also
shutting down.
announcing her retirement from streaming tonight.
Oh no.
This is it.
I'd be more sad about that. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
Now,
Thanks, Nate. I appreciate that.
rumor is that the legendary Caustic Phoenix will remain a streamer, but Beck, no, call in
right.
here.
Yeah,
Call in
dead.
here. Yeah.
Fair.
Kind of like a Batman thing. It's like just passing on the mantle,
Yeah,
right?
I love
feel like
him.
it's
there's
gonna be
better
me
Robins,
in sweet new
though.
hair. Be like, welcome to Caustic Phoenix.
That's I got like a pink wig on
I
instead.
get to say, yeah, dude. I'm killing it.
Okay, that's it for me. So back to Dave.
You didn't cry.
right,
I'm
with
really
that
proud of you.
Thank you.
She's crying on the inside,
Yes,
or just sweating, whatever you want to call it.
both.
With that said, without any further ado, do we have any other announcements?
I certainly hope not, because that was a very long one.
Oh wait,
This
Rainey,
is
you
the
forgot to send me the thing.
What thing?
The thing.
I sent you them in your Discord.
Oh, did you?
Yes,
Damn
I
it.
even told you I sent you them, and you were like,
Oh.
"Okay."
Jeez, Dave, unprofessional.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because I saw it, and I was like, "He didn't update it." I was like, "Damn it."
Oh, it's fine. You got it wrong anyway. Okay, that's fine.
Nice.
With that said,
Wow.
without any further, I'm just, I'll tell you about later. Without any further ado, fuck, what did I use? Oh yeah, players, are you ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, yes.
And Trippers, are you ready?
I might be ready if you can convince me. I don't know.
Jesus.
That was a pretty good one. That
I
was
need
a
to
pretty
buy
good one,
Chad
Trippers.
dinner first.
Kaz,
Oh,
no. Well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode. Woo!
Drugs.
And then Bobby just didn't get on the plane, and we were like, "Fuck him," you know what I mean? Whatever. Stay here, right?
This
Like,
is what
whatever.
happened when I don't say something first when I hit the button to go live. This is what they just drugs.
Well, I was trying to think of a name of a drug, but I realized I don't know any.
So innocent and it's great
That's
though
the
at the
best I
same
could
time. Just default drugs.
Drugs.
Really testing the boundaries of this mature rating stream. Beck. My
All I
God,
can offer.
holy shit! Drugs. Do them. Right. Let me hit the button.
How do we do this again? I don't know.
Remember I do the thing to tell them what happened last
Right.
time, and then
Okay.
I set things. So the way this game works,
Gives us a
basically,
puzzle.
is I
And then
say
we all
stuff,
flounder.
and then you listen to what I'm saying, and then you say what you want to do, and then I
Okay.
say that's dumb, and I find ways to screw you over, and then
Okay.
you eventually catch on, and then start doing things to screw me over.
Okay.
There have been
just
a
to
few
catch
times
myself
where
up
you
on the
said,
rule.
"That's fucking cool, Caustic." Yes.
True.
Just to me,
sorry,
not to anyone
I was just
else.
talking. Yeah, I was just talking
Yeah.
to everybody else. Sorry, I should have
Yeah.
said everybody except Beck. My
Thank
bad.
you.
My bad.
Thank you.
Vegas initiative or advantage.
Every time.
Insight. Fuck. What is that called? What is that button? Inspiration. Got it.
Jesus
D&D
Christ,
player.
we're so bad at this.
Nailed it.
840.
We're so
We're doing
ready
good,
for
guys.
this.
We're doing good. We had to get the little bit out first. We'll figure it out.
Oh God.
Yeah, thanks,
okay.
Con. We appreciate the compliments, Con. We appreciate the compliments.
So, when we last opened our save file, during the
You know what? I don't like the
rescue,
save file. Start a new one.
all right, fuck it.
No.
You begin in a tavern.
Yeah.
It's
April
on
Fools.
fire.
Yeah.
When we last left our heroes. During the daring rescue of Jack Thunderboar from the Pride's war camp, the party came face to face with an unexpected figure, Vea, a former ally and captain of the platoon. Torn between history and duty, Vea chose to leave with the party, agreeing to return to the Emerald Rebels camp. But her arrival was not met with a reunion, but rage. Her past role in the war between the factions painted her as a traitor, and the rebels demanded blood. But just as her execution seemed inevitable, the true leader of the Emerald Rebels revealed himself, Lucille Vander III, a powerful sorcerer cloaked in mystery. He halted the blade, and with calm authority, explained his unique gift, the ability to see beyond the boundaries of a single timeline. He knew the world had been altered, though not by whom or why. But he had a plan. Lucy urged the party to seek out the Temple of Solomon and recover the Jewel of Denial, an artifact capable of restoring memories lost to the altered timeline. He confessed beyond the restoring of the Emerald City, he had a personal stake in the mission. He was searching for a key to another realm, his long-lost love, Alara. With purpose renewed, the party and Lucy traveled by teleportation to Agrabah, seeking the Temple of Solomon. They were not alone. One of the Crow's spies, a deadly figure known only as the Hierophant, had followed. And as the party entered the temple, Lucy stayed behind to confront their pursuer. Within the temple's tomb, the party encountered its guardian and emerged victorious. But their actions had consequences. They broke the seal that had long imprisoned King Solomon himself. But instead of wrath, Solomon greeted them with curiosity and respect, seeing promise in their cause. He offered them the Jewel of Denial. Yet when he turned his gaze to Rune, he saw a follower of an ancient enemy, Sleeping Beauty. But upon peering into her soul, he saw doubt and disillusionment. With her consent, he severed the divine bond between them. Now in the possession of the jewel, Fizz became the first to awaken to the truth. In a surge of vision, he saw their world, Neverwhere, was once one with another. That the entity now called the Mage had torn the world apart to forge this place as a prison for the Sympaths, godlike beings from the original realm. And worse still, the Mage was none other than Brother Adelon, once kin to the Sympaths, now their jailer. As the party emerged from the tomb, they found Lucy victorious. The Hierophant had been fallen, but not slain. Seeking a final truth, they used the jewel on their enemy and watched his mind awaken. In shock and clarity, the Hierophant revealed a stunning secret. The Crow, once thought to be a loyal agent of the Cardinal Empress, was working against her. The Inquisitor stationed at Vea's camp wasn't watching her, he was keeping them away from the Ruby City. With doubt of who was friend and who was foe, other than those that surrounded them, the party joined Lucy once again in his magical teleportation circle and vanished from the sands of Agrabah. And so, our story finally continues. A sudden rush of arcane light, an inhale like the world itself is catching its breath. And then a soft of displaced air as the party reappears within the rebels' hidden grove. The air is thick with dew and enchantment. Ancient trees remain looming overhead, their barks glowing faintly with warding runes. A hush settles as nearby sentries lower their weapons, blinking in disbelief. Lucy calls out to them. Gather everyone around the willow tree. There's much to be discussed. He looks back at all of you. Everyone ready? Everyone all right? No one's made of yarn, are they? I always hate when that happens.
Not made of yarn, but I don't feel great.
Me neither.
Fizz, somebody
Yes, you-
cast silence on you. Fizz, that's okay. It's just probably
no,
residual
I like him better
arcane
this
stuff.
way. Just leave him be.
Oh, I don't know if he can.
Okay.
This is
He's really taking this
fantastic.
to heart.
Don't change anything.
I love how all three of our characters are just like, okay, let him do it.
You're still muted, Peter.
You're so weird.
Yeah, we were waiting.
Oh, sorry. That was a teleportation issue. I'm all good now. Hi, everyone.
Somewhere's in a town, somebody just hears Fizz's screaming because it was teleported up somewhere else.
His voice got teleported elsewhere. That's actually a cool spell, the ventriloquist spell, where your voice disappears and travels God knows where.
I love
Not
it.
like I've done this a bunch of times. It's all good.
Lucy eyeing all of you now, taking note of how bad you all look at this point. Yes, Well, I'm sure there'll be time for rest, but I think it would be prudent for us to go and speak to the rebels to let them know what's happened.
Okay.
Great. Well, I'll just follow behind because we all know they're not really going to listen to me.
we got the stick thing. It's okay. Like, they're gonna listen to us now.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you got a lot to tell them if they'll listen.
Yeah, if they'll listen. Last time it didn't exactly go very well.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll back you up. It's okay. We're gonna you helped us as much as everyone else did here.
Fine. We'll go back. You can tell them your little story, and if they believe us, then we can move forward from there. But I'm staying further back because if I have to get out of there, I will.
That's
I-
fine.
Good idea.
Understand your concern, Vea, but I do have a little bit of a plan. Why don't you let me do the talking at first?
Okay.
But of course, stay behind or close to the back if it makes you feel better.
She could just turn me into something else. Then they wouldn't be able to tell that it's me.
I could make you invisible.
And I do have a penchant for polymorph. It is maybe a dinosaur,
Ooh, a llama.
alpaca.
Ooh, a
What do you
llama.
think?
Not a llama. I don't want to be a llama. I'll be myself. I'm gonna be myself. I'll be myself.
We could wear costumes. Costumes always make everything better.
I feel like we're a little off track here.
Yeah.
So no llama. Man.
No costumes? Man.
Maybe let's hold on the costumes and the llamas for a moment.
Okay.
Well, I guess no time like the present then. As Lucy turns and begins to make his way out of the grove. As you follow behind, you see that word seems to have spread relatively quickly throughout the camp. A number of campfires begin to flicker to life. And one by one, you watch as the Emerald Rebels gather. You can see many of their faces lit by torchlight. You see some familiar figures emerge from tents. Elder Muffet and Jack emerge from what you would assume to be the captain's tent. You see Scarlet and her scarred brow. Rook lounging by a crate. And Elder Mossrock leaning on his staff as always. As Lucy leads you towards the willow, all fall silent, staring, but not with anger, more with curiosity. As Lucy steps front and center, he motions for you all to join him. The camp falls silent. His voice, when it comes, it's not loud, but it resonates. I've seen the worlds beyond the veil. Not once, but countless times. Visions. Echoes. Ghosts of truths too painful to hold for long. And all of you, you've felt it, haven't you? Like an emptiness inside. Like a name you should remember, but you can't. A song you almost knew. A grief with no beginning. He pauses for a moment and looks around the crowd. I've told you all of this before. It wasn't always like this. There was a city of green glass towers that caught the sunrise like jewels. There were gardens that never wilted, laughters in the streets, families, futures, music that sang instead of screamed. Then, something rewrote the world. Your lives, your truths, your stories, they were taken. Your pain was repurposed. Joy erased. And a lie was put in its place. Our new companions and I, we've gone to the Temple of Solomon, and we saw what was buried there. We stood in the heart of a dead truth, and it beat once more. We didn't just bring back the knowledge, though. We brought back a spark. He gives a glance over his shoulder and motions to Fizz to hold up the rod. He points as Fizz holds it above his head. This is a key, not just to the past, but to who you were before the fog. And I know some of you won't want to remember. Some of you might be afraid, and that's fair. But you must listen to me. Your fear is not your fault. You were made to forget, shaped to serve, told to survive. But now, you can choose. You can feel empowered once more. As Fizz continues to hold up the rod, you watch as, with curious faces, some becoming lighter amongst the crowd, a consensus seems to wave through without a spoken word. I'll look towards the rod and seek this truth. The light of the rod begins to pulse and now spill outward, with the slow pulse that syncs with Lucy's every word. No more illusions. No more lies. You deserve to remember what was lost, to reclaim your names, your families, your fight. The world is broken, but so are the chains that bind your minds. Let them fall, and let the truth in. You watch as a light now waves and cascades, rolling over top like silken waves of light that spread out amongst the crowd, gracefully, softly. One by one, hit by the wave, the rebels gasp. Some fall to their knees, others stagger back as memories flood in like a crashing tide. You watch as Scarlet grips her dagger, trembling. Mossrock's staff slips from his hands. Rook removes his hood and whispers, "I remember the sky." The light, as it stretches out as far as it can go, begins to dim, and a long silence follows. The first to speak up is Elder Mossrock, his voice thick with emotion. "The Emerald City. It was beautiful." The air hangs with heavy memory, with grief and awe and hope for the first time in what feels like centuries. As each one of the rebels awaken. As you continue to watch the crowd, you notice two individuals rushing towards you. The first, Muffet, with tears in her eyes, runs towards you, while Jack's head hangs in shame, slowly following behind. And before you can make a sound, you feel Muffet's arms try and wrap themselves around all of you. Sobs now escaping her throat. "Startear Valley," she whispers. "The Lavender Hills. The rivers that were made for wishes. Your mother's voice. Gods, I can hear it again. You're just children. We should have protected you. All of us. We should have stopped this long before it had to carry on." Jack now slowly approaching from behind with eyes filled with remorse. "I trained you to survive, to endure, but I forgot why. I forgot who you were. I thought I was forging soldiers, but now I see. You're always the heroes, even then. I failed you once. I won't fail you again." As he bows gracefully on one knee.
So they all remember their memories now? Everyone remembers how things used to be?
We do, Leia. And your mother. And your father. And Muffet looks around. Where's Beric and Keelan?
Well, Beric's lost right now. We're gonna find him. But we got separated when we ended up in this reality. I don't know where he went. I think it's somewhere called nowhere.
Yeah, Keelan, before that all happened, he went back home to make sure everyone was safe to, protect you all. And we haven't seen them since all this. It could be out there somewhere, but we couldn't find them before everything started happening.
He might still be in the original, or the Emerald City. I don't know how it works, because it feels like we just got transported here. We were, a few days ago, we were just, well, not Vea, not all of us. We got split up. And for me and Al, it's only been a few days since we were in the Emerald City. Well, on our way to the Emerald City. But the other reality. And then we ended up here.
You hear a small voice from behind you, Rune. And me, don't forget me, Minnie, I'm the best.
There you are, Minnie.
Yeah.
You look healthy and your voice sounds amazing.
Right.
I know, I always sound amazing.
I know what it feels like now when you hate my Susie voice.
There you go.
Welcome to my personal hell.
Jesus Christ. Right. And Black.
Yeah, Black stayed behind at the camp, so they're...
I'm assuming
He's
he's around or something. Whatever. I'm just mentioning him. Okay.
But he's part of our party.
Yeah. And Jeremy was with Black too, so that's important.
So how far does this rod of truth work? Will my parents know?
Lucy turns back to you, Vea. Unfortunately, I only have a certain distance. I would say 60 feet or so at best. Something we should discuss more in terms of our go-forward plan.
Wouldn't it be kind of beneficial to have Vea's parents kind of like on our end? You know?
Don't disagree, but perhaps we should discuss what happens next in a bit more of a secluded spot as he gestures towards the captain's tent. Before you leave the spot, though, Muffet, with tears still in her eyes, puts a hand on Lucy's shoulder. Thank you, Lucy. You brought the stars back to us. And she puts one of her other hands on Vea's shoulder. All of them. Even the ones we didn't remember.
Thank you.
And you know,
Lucy gives... Sorry, go ahead.
You didn't fail us. And we didn't really have a choice to do what we were doing. And honestly, I'm not really sure, even if we fix this world or reality, if we end up right back in the old one where everyone is still at star tier and sleeping. So we just had to do what we had to do. And you didn't fail us. It could have happened to anyone. Could have been us.
Well, we're all here now. So let's make the best of it. Muffet kind of links arms with Rune and Vea and begins to lead you over to the captain's tent. As you all enter inside, the four of you, along with Minnie, Jeremy and Blech, Muffet, Jack, and Lucy. The canvas flaps begin to creak as you enter to the dimly lit tent. You can see a wide war table at the center, with a number of hand-drawn maps of the Ruby City and some of the outposts. You can see stacks of worn journals, coded messages scattered across. In one corner, you see a rack of weapons rest, each placed meticulously. On another wall, you can see a corkboard crowned with sketches and names of missing rebels. An assortment of armor in another area. You all gather around the table before Muffet speaks again. All right. What do we know?
Not enough.
Whoever did this, they got some serious power, and I don't think they want to give it up easy.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking maybe we could just solve the problem by maybe there's some big tower with power.
What did you just say, Rune? A tower of power? What the hell is that?
I can rhyme things.
I just
No.
I'm just imagining if there was a way that we could extend the power of
Oh, you mean like an
This is-
amplifier?
Fizz's rod. Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you just say that? Yeah, any way we can make your rod, like spray everywhere, Fizz? Everything.
I don't
I'm
know.
not
It's kind of
following
this
this.
size.
Sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Like Rune says, we make a tower and then we put Fizz's, rod
Yeah.
there, and then we make it into a tower of power, so everyone
It's
can
bigger
get
and
Fizz's
thicker
rod.
than we've ever seen. Right.
They all
Whoa,
get a
whoa.
No, I mean, listen, I mean to exponentially increase the distance in which, in I can't speak, like
All
a
right.
radio tower.
Yeah.
Like
I know
a
what you mean,
radio
Rune.
tower. Fuck.
So essentially, what
Mhm.
Rune's trying to do is she wants to take this, and you know how you said it was only like 60 feet for the truth to be like kind of shown to people, but we want to take that and like, what do we want to do? Like times
Amplify
it by like
it.
2,
No, like a million.
like a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
You think we could
Oh,
do that?
everyone.
Well said, Fizz.
Thanks.
Yes, and I've thought about that at length. How could we amplify? Proper word to use there, Rune. How we could
I like tower of
amplify.
power. I'm gonna go with that.
Well, we can go with that as well. There is one place central to all that may be this tower of power you all speak of. In the heart of the Ruby City, which I'm sure all of you have seen, lies the Crow's Nest,
Oh.
a massive sanctuary.
Right.
Isn't that going to be difficult to get to?
Unquestionably, yes.
I'm all for it.
Oh.
We get to go stomp that dude.
Yeah, he wasn't very kind to us the last time we met him, and frankly, he seemed very intimidating and powerful. And we're down at least one person from our group right now. So
Not many's here.
yeah, but I can't do anything.
Oh, right.
Should we just get like a bunch of
abandoning
birds and
your
fly
god.
to the top of it and just like do something from there?
The Eagles!
The Eagles are here.
I mean, you don't have to be eagles, but like maybe big ravens or something.
This guy's putting no good ideas over here. Where have these ideas been at the whole time, Fizz?
Well, I'd see. Now I've seen the truth.
You should be one of them artificers.
I don't do art.
Okay.
Oh my
Never
goodness.
mind.
All right. Okay, so how do you propose we use the crow's nest to amplify the rod?
Well, as much as I do like the idea of flying in as birds or on birds, I do recognize that the red winds that hang above the skies may become a bit of a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking something a little more covert. We
Disguises.
still. Well, yes. Partially. I was thinking going a little, well, more armed with knowledge. We don't truly understand what the crow wants. However, the Hierophant did give some indication that there is a nefarious plan over and above what the Cardinal Empress truly wants. He also did mention that the Inquisitor, who visits the Pride's war camp, your
Yeah.
war camp, Vea, might have some additional information.
The Inquisitor?
Not
two people we could
exactly what
fuck
I
up.
was hoping for either, but to have an edge in a war like this. Clearly, the Crow is not just one of brute force. We must outthink him first.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we could go back and maybe see if we can get something from the Inquisitor. That might be something, but that's not exactly going to be an easy person to get either.
I didn't think any of this was going to be easy from here on out, Vea.
Right.
But would you rather the alternative, that things remain as they are now?
No, I'm not saying that. Fine. I'm just letting everyone know it's going to be really difficult, and don't just look at me to be like, we can walk straight in and be able to get whatever we want.
What? Oh, why don't you make us look like you're prisoners?
That is a really bad idea.
Oh.
Guys, don't we have like an army now?
I mean,
Right.
if I bring you all in as prisoners, then I have to hand you off to them? I can't keep track of all of you. I'm not in charge of over on the prison side. They wouldn't want me to follow you all the way through, and when I just keep you in my room?
Oh. Yeah. And then you go like, hey, Inquisitor, I got you people to inquisite, and then because they're rebels, and then you bring them to us, and then we hit him with the rod of truth, or them, and we get the answers we need.
What about
Vega's
even
gonna-
after we hit them with the rod of truth? I mean, it doesn't necessarily just because they remember stuff they're gonna all of a sudden be helpful. They might like the new life better.
Well, it's fine. We got a healer.
They keeping
Wow.
her back to Fizz.
Too soon, Fizz.
This is
Too soon.
what we're gonna do in this war of intelligence.
I'm worried.
He's twirling the rod. Just
This
Drop
is
it.
our intelligence game.
I solved the puzzle.
Never thought I'd say it, but I wish Barrack was here.
What if Fea goes in first, finds her parents, rods them?
Rods my parents.
They might like it. They get to see what it was before.
Can we just maybe find a different
Yes, please.
Any other
I don't see
word?
what's wrong with it.
truth?
Oh,
truth
you
step?
guys mean it like penis.
No.
Oh. Vea could use the rod of truth on her parents.
That doesn't make it better.
No, it's not. It still sounds like penis. though.
I know. I've been trying so hard not to.
Vea
could call it a
shows them
staff.
the light.
I don't even know how to use that stupid stick anyway, and I'm not doing anything to my parents. Not me, at least. You don't do that to your own parents.
What?
What? You've never stuck 9 inches of hard
Whoa,
rod in your
whoa,
parents' face
ow.
before?
No.
Easy there, Nancy.
Ah, no. No. Bad.
All right. How
Bad.
about? I mean, I could.
I can bring maybe one of you in.
I can
That's
go
it.
invisible. So I've
Okay.
just been really wanting to do this invisibility thing.
You
If one of you is invisible, I can bring the invisible one in and one other person. Unless you decide to wear a trench coat or something stupid like that.
What about if you and Rune got in your trench coat form, but you were the top, see, and they think you just gained some height?
They would never. I have not grown forever. I'm not getting any taller.
You
I
could
don't
blame
know.
it on, the things that will grow you. Spooky swamps, enchanted mushrooms,
You look
witch's
like you grow.
apple.
You?
You grow or shrink. Yeah, it's really a gamble with them swamps. But maybe a bad idea. Okay, all right. I'm kind of curious, though. We have all these people here. Why do we have to take the stealth approach at all? Can't we just show up with an army, start
Shed
blasting dudes, and
blood.
make them remember? And then when they remember, they'll be on our side of the army. Eventually, our army's big, their army's small. We win.
That might be like a little aggressive, though, don't you think? If we're trying to
I
be
mean,
like sneaky.
what do we got? Time to wait?
But we're trying to get information from the Inquisitor. I don't think they're gonna want to talk to
We
us.
go in, we bust down that door, we zap them with the rod thing.
Oh, I could like disguise myself as someone. Like, Vea, did you work close with someone that like I could make myself look like a guard?
I mean, you could be any of them. They wear pretty big helmets.
Can I say my head's big or something?
Yes, I am. I'm saying your head is massive.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, fine. How about this? I get in, I'll find some uniforms and I'll bring them back out and you guys put on the uniforms and you join me. That way it won't seem strange. The Inquisitor won't come in with their guard already up. And we'll be fine.
No,
You
like
can
we have
walk
to be
around
there long.
anywhere in the camp.
As soon as you're within range of them, you just give them the old zap.
Be the transfers in that I bring in. We're always getting new transfers in because keep losing people.
Oh no.
Is that sincere or not? I
don't know if that was sincere.
Oh no.
Bad guys keep losing people.
I don't know. I like that idea though, because then we can just get like I could have also gone invisible too, and then I could have also disguised myself. But if we get like actual armor, but like gestures at himself, I don't know if like they see a lot of me like out there. I'm pretty tall.
Yeah, there's probably not a lot, but if I can at least find you a uniform, that'll be better. Or you can keep going invisible. That might still be for the best.
Invisible.
Let's go invisible. Let's go invisible.
Yeah, invisible.
I don't like that.
Oh no. Is that actually invisible or is this his own thing?
Hey, Al seen it before. It was pretty good. So.
That doesn't
pretty
clarify if you actually go invisible or not.
I'll
Rune,
see
you
it.
see me go invisible, right?
If they see you
No.
go invisible, does that mean you actually went invisible or they still saw you?
I didn't see myself, so
Fizz did go invisible.
No,
I
just
couldn't
use the
see him.
first one.
Okay, if he gets caught, that's not on me. I'm absolutely giving him up.
I mean, our backup is
Grab
if
the rod.
if anyone gets caught, we have the rod of truth that we can use.
That's
This
taking
is
a
gonna go
very
horrible.
large gamble, though.
Oh, do you have a better idea and you just let us talk it out right here?
No.
Just go
I
ahead and
wouldn't
keep those
say
to
I-
yourself. It's fine.
Taking probably the most important artifacts for this entire mission into the lion's den, so to speak. You might want to be careful whether or not you're caught.
That's true.
Well, what? Are we going to just try to lure my parents out?
Oh. Well, Lucy, could you like wait at like the tree line or something? So it's not.
Actually,
Go
what if
ahead.
we did try to lure my parents out?
What if we say we kidnapped you?
It could be easier, but it could also be something that's very violent. They won't respond to that well. But as long as you
Yeah.
can get within 60 feet, right? Then you could
All
do
we
that.
gotta do. We tell them to show up alone. I mean, they're gonna bring people, but as long as we tell get them, then they'll be able to tell the people to back off.
Yeah.
Why don't okay, Vea, why don't you just go in and ask your parents to meet on the outside of the border?
It's really. I could get my dad to do that, but I mean, I could try with my mom. She's just always. It's hard when you're a leader. She doesn't-
You could tell them you found something important. Maybe
Yeah.
like a route to get to them, but only they can know.
I had a
It's
silly
fine.
Fizz idea, but we're not going to do that. We've already used a lot.
Raya's
of
not
my-
going invisible. Then she
No,
wouldn't
I
be
was
able to
just
talk to
gonna-
her parents. They would think she's a ghost.
I was going to disguise myself as a guard and be like, "Your daughter's hurt outside," and then we bring her to the tree line, and then bam, the rebels got Vea. Truth.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not a good
That's not the
idea.
truth, though.
No, but when she gets outside, and Vea's like, "Vea, can you act? Pretend like you're hurt."
Yeah, I can. I mean, I don't feel great now, so it's not really that hard.
There you go. And then her mom comes out and goes like, "Oh no, my baby!"
What
and
if
then
what if they send someone else? Like, if you're the leader, you'd probably send your biggest fighter.
Then, never mind. Sorry, guys. I'll shut up. And he sits down on his chair.
It's a good
You
idea.
don't need to shut up.
I like what you're thinking.
All right, I vote that either we try the kidnapping thing, or we see if I can get my parents to come out.
I think if we do the kidnapping thing, we risk the response of violence from the people we may not even need to talk to.
It's true.
If you try and say it's top secret, only you can see it, you have to trust me, that kind of thing, I think it'll just be them that'll come, and they won't come guns a-blazing, you know?
If somebody else comes besides them, though.
Well, we can...
I mean, as long as they come, like I said, it doesn't really matter. We just got to get them, and then they're the commanders, so they can call whoever off.
Unless they bring someone like the Inquisitor along.
I was
Only
just
get him
thinking
too. That's a 3-for-1. Bam, bam, bam. How fast can that thing shoot?
Well, we
Right.
got everyone here pretty fast, so...
Okay.
And then even if the Inquisitor, like, is just the Inquisitor, then we got your mom and your dad on our side.
Right. Okay. Okay.
You could tell them that you found a husband. They wouldn't believe that, but it'd be funny.
Bea gives you this look of death.
Sorry, don't stab me.
All right, I'll do it. I'll go talk to my parents, see if I can pull them out. And as soon as you hear us, don't even wait till you see us. Just start casting it, okay? Or whatever that stupid stick does.
Lucy, can I bring this? I promise I'll bring it back.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
Or Lucy, do you want to come
Listen,
with us?
Lucy, just come with us.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to join you. There's
Damn it.
somewhere I need to be by the end of nightfall.
Okay. That's super Batman-y, ominous, but all right. I don't know.
Fine. It's fine. We can do this on my own. It's just my parents. How scary can they be?
Well, I also forgot about what Lucy said about if we get caught, or what if the information is too much for them to handle, knowing what they've done, and they keep doing the bad things that they're doing, and they take the wand from us. Because I don't, I have a lot of faith in us as a group, but I don't know how we'd fare against your parents and the Inquisitor if they just decide to take the rod of truth from us. Maybe, what if they try and take the rod of truth they think it's a good thing? I don't know if I'd want them to have it.
I think we're overthinking this.
Yeah. And,
What else
and
are we
look,
gonna
if anything
do?
goes bad,
The options are we break it down the front door with an army, or we trick him to coming out and give him the old zaza. So
Exactly.
anything else besides that, I don't know what we're doing here.
I just think bringing Vea's mom and dad outside, and then we're gonna have to bring the rod and use it there, and then hope for the best, right? Like, Vea, you know your parents, and I mean, you all know Vea's parents from before. Really think they're gonna turn on us?
My mom's a bit like me.
Oh,
It'll be fine.
Maybe someone else, like Jack or Blech, can come with us, and if things start turning sour, we pass the rod off to them and they can run back to camp. Or teleport. Maybe, Lucy, you can give them a stone or something. I don't know. A teleportation something. Magic.
Oh, yes, let me just reach into my belt of many things and pull out things that I don't have.
I
you
don't
just
know.
do that, flower beard guy.
You had a magic carpet out of nowhere. Like, I don't know. Jeez. So sassy.
I was planning for that part.
Well,
Okay.
Vea, do you remember they have any magic detectors? I could just pop invisibility and go with you in case you need backup or a distraction.
Dave, correct me. I would imagine closer in there would be, to a certain degree, some magic detectors.
You would know that there are a number of what you would consider almost centuries, large kind of outposts posted throughout the entire camp that have different crystals that sit on top. Some cause harm, some deplete magic, some just outright detect it.
Not smart.
Be tricky. And if
I
you
can
missed
wait on
that
the
once, they
outside.
would definitely know that it was you.
I could be on the outside. I don't want to give you away. I could stay on the outside of the perimeter if, start a fire if something happens.
Yeah. Start a fire if something happens.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I'm just gonna go lie to my parents to get them out, but it's for their own good. So it'll be just temporary. And if they don't listen, we'll just have to stop them.
That's concerning. How are we going to do that?
I don't know. Sorry.
Not going to be a problem. It's okay. Give them the benefit of the doubt. They're gonna see the light.
And we don't actually have to fight them. This thing's pretty instant.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, they'll be safe this way. They won't get harmed.
It's not them I'm worried about. Have you ever fought my mom? Have you ever seen her?
I haven't.
There's a reason why she's in the position she is.
Your mom come into the bar one time, and it was when I was new to town, and I might have been a little too flirty, and she stabbed me in the face with a fork.
She's really straightforward like that.
Yeah, I got it. I got the idea right away, and yeah, I don't want to get stabbed again.
Oh.
Right. If we do this, we do it, and we do it right the first time, because we're not going to get a second shot.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Wait, one important thing. What is the information? This is for Lucy. What is the information that we're looking to get from the Inquisitor specifically, other than just, hey, can you help us out? Or will that be enough for them to know what information we're looking for?
Difficult question to answer. Number one, we don't know what their past was. We'd have to assume that
Oh, God.
once hit with the rod of truth, that they were an individual of integrity. The one thing that we do know is the Inquisitor has information of the Crow's true plan. If what he said, the Hierophant said, was true, if he is working against the Empress, that is the information that we could use to our advantage. Gather supporters within the city itself.
Okay.
Infiltrate silently, as opposed to with a loud boom.
Okay. Fea, what's your relationship with the Inquisitor?
Not great.
Okay.
Not great.
Hmm.
So
So
you
you,
don't like them
you couldn't just lure them out.
on their own? Probably not. They don't like me.
Okay.
I mean, I could try, but
What's their purpose or their function right now in your camp? What do they do?
I mean, besides bossing us all around,
Yeah.
I think there's been particular missions with just my mom and her group, but would Vea know anything else beyond that?
It's been a bit of a mystery. I would say the missions that they've sent you on don't really make a lot of sense. Almost like fruitless errands that seem to take longer than you would want.
It's frustrating at best, and it's not open with any information whatsoever, so it's not exactly like I know them like a book.
Okay. I was trying to see if there was something that we could, if they were responsible for something specific, then you could just ask them, hey, this specific thing is happening. I need you to come personally. But if they really are just in charge of ordering people around, I don't think that's going to work.
I can mention something about the crow. That would probably get their attention.
I say you just let them know that they got a secret route to the rebels. Keep it simple.
Well, hold on a minute, because we know that the Inquisitor is probably already working against the crow, right? In this reality, in this form, without the rod of truth. So maybe what Vea is saying is right. Maybe Vea could just sort of like go in the tent with the Inquisitor and say something ominous about the crow and say, I have information on the crow that you need to hear. Meet me on the clearing. And then leave.
Can I still bring my parents? I would really like them to know the truth still. If everybody else gets to remember, I want them to also be able to remember.
Of course.
Agreed.
I think the overall goal in general is that we want everyone to remember.
Right.
I think just maybe getting her parents on our side first, and then tackling the Inquisitor. might
First
be the
priority.
best.
We don't need to worry about anything. Get your parents out. Get them to meet us. We
Yeah.
zap them with the rod, then we deal with the Inquisitor after.
It's
Okay.
only fair.
Okay.
All
I'd
right.
rather have them on our side than figure the rest of this out. At least we're all in it together.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm ready for this.
Well,
I'd ask you all to beat me up before I go back, but I already look like shit, so that's fine.
I think we
Eldritch
should,
blast.
perhaps.
I think we should rest first before we go. We're all super rough, and I wasn't able to heal anyone, and I still can't. So I think we need to rest up the old-fashioned way.
Right. Can't remember when I've had a good night's rest.
After today, I still won't, but I'll try.
Do you have a place I can sleep here in this camp?
Of course, we have places for all of you.
Yeah,
We'll
I
have the
kind of need that.
Finest accommodations, although not much. But a warm bed and some food in your bellies.
All right. Thank you.
Hey.
And then in the morning, we'll just head back and hope this all goes well.
It's gonna be fine.
I should be back by the time you return. Careful with the rod. You don't want your rod to be found in the wrong hands.
Such an ominous
Amazing, man.
warning that feels like the universe is yelling at us.
But I'm just saying. don't just go around sticking your rod wherever you want.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a leather strap and I'm gonna make it like a little like thing so I can put it around me, you know?
Mhm. Okay.
It's good
No.
to wrap your rod around yourself sometimes. That's what I've done in the past.
I just don't know what I'm giving this guy that he constantly just keeps coming up with innuendos, but
Does he know how to use this thing?
yeah. Do I, Lucy?
Oh, you've used it once before.
Yeah. Hey, you just got it's very, very simple, Vea. You just got a point. You gotta say a word. I like to say truth. And then the truth shows. But we can say other words. We can say like sherbet or like cotton candy.
Oh my god.
I'm going to bed.
Yep. That's it.
And
I
the
will
whole
dream of
trip back
nightmares.
to the tents. We can say June bug. We got other things. We got fizzle sticks. Wait, my name's Fizz, and that's kind of like in it. And then he's just like in his tent talking by himself. Doing the thing.
All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before you rest out for the evening?
I want to look around for Scratch. Or ask around. I don't expect much.
Okay. You
Hey.
spend about an hour asking around, but no one really knows a scratch, or at least the individual that you're referring to. You do remember that he was from the far east side of the Emerald Empire.
I'll find them one day. I'm going to bed.
Bea will actually try to sneak into the tent of Rune. Hey, are you up still?
That's not sneaking in. You're just announcing yourself.
No,
You didn't even roll a stealth roll or anything.
others don't
Do you not
know.
know how to play this game? I know you're used to sexy wizard bikes or whatever it is.
Yeah, sexy
but-
wizard bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still up. Were you just trying to sneak in? Because that was really bad.
I was, so that way I wouldn't wake everyone else up. I'm obviously trying to wake you up right now.
I'm already up.
I wanted to check in on you, on us,
Us?
especially with how you're doing and everything.
Oh, well. I'm not
Good? Okay,
like-
that's good. If he turns to get ready to go out.
Laughs. Immediately regrets and try to engage emotionally.
That's the end of the scene.
God.
I don't really I don't know. Part of me feels relief. But I also feel guilty. Because I feel like I betrayed someone. And in a way, I feel like I betrayed myself because I was brought up to be this person. And now I'm not that person, and I don't really know who I am right now. And I don't have anything to fall back on, like cool skills or... In fact, God, this armor is so... I can't hold it anymore. And she just takes her armor off.
You're laying in
There's
bed with
straps
it on.
there. Hold on.
Yeah, she's just weighted down by heavy armor. That's better. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I am anymore.
I mean, we could try to teach you how to wield a sword, but
That doesn't feel right either.
yeah, you weren't very good at it. Let's not.
I mean, it's kind of mean. But
But
you're
there are
right.
things that you are good at.
Like what?
I didn't think you'd ask me right away.
Mhm.
Bea sits down.
Jesus
Well-
Christ.
You see her picking at her fingers. Well, you're really good at being nice. And that emotion thing, you seem to have that figured out pretty well. And that's really confusing to me. And that's pretty powerful. I mean, the fact I came to check in on you is not something I would normally like to do. So, yes, your power of influence worked.
She's going to pick the influencer class.
Follow me. I now run a cult.
She just runs onto the battlefield. Like and subscribe!
I wasn't trying to influence you or anything.
Well, you're just that kind of person. It's hard not to be kind of inspired by what you do. That's a good thing, right?
Oh my God.
I've
have
never
to be
once
in a-
thought that about Barrick, so I had to take a side shot.
Someone clip that and send it to Bobby. We have got to be in another reality because it's very rare to hear you say nice things like that. So
Yeah, well, I didn't have any friends for a long time, and I guess I kind of missed you.
we missed you too. I know it's only for us, it's only been 2 days, but
That is so like you, Rune, to miss me after 2 days.
We've been together for so long before that. It was like a big hole in our group and in our hearts. So I'm glad that you're here. And I know this is hard for you. And I don't know. I just want to say thank you.
I'm glad you're here too. Even without your magic. And you're still my best friend. Don't give me those looks. Don't. Close your eyes.
Close my eyes.
I don't want to see this.
What?
Don't look at me like that.
Why am I closing my eyes? Okay. Well, if you ever feel like a hug.
I kind of feel like a hug.
Okay. Rune will give her a
Funny,
hug.
you don't look like a hug.
Wait, can I open my eyes?
You can open your eyes now.
Okay.
I just was worried you'd start crying and doing that thing that you do, and I didn't want to do that because then I would do that, and then I'd look like a mess, and then we'd walk out, and then the guys would laugh.
Screw the guys.
All right.
Yeah. Who cares if they laugh? But hey, also, if whatever happens next, if I start to get in the way or become a burden and I don't really see it first, you'll tell me, right?
Yeah, of course. But I don't think that's gonna. I don't.
I love Vea. Yeah, I'll ask you to leave. Don't worry.
Of course, I'll let you know when
Already
you're a
thought
problem.
about it.
But I don't think that's ever gonna be the case. We've never not needed you.
Yeah, but that's when I could heal
I
and
didn't need you because you could heal. I mean, yeah, that was really super fucking helpful, but it's also because, well, you're our friend. You're like the glue of this team. You're the reason why we're saying yes to these ridiculous ideas. Well, I actually believe you that Fizz could actually turn invisible, even though I'm still, I don't know what that visible thing is.
I think he just likes branding everything with his name, to be
It's
honest.
a choice, and I don't know why you all encourage it. But clearly you all have gone through something, and I'm trusting you. And she points very directly at you, Rune. Trusting you that this is the right thing to do.
What is the right thing to do? I don't know anything, Vea.
You've
What
always
just
known.
happened? What do you mean?
You
I
have
just
the best
betrayed
sense
my
of like
God.
a moral radar than anyone else I know.
Okay, well, I don't know. It's a lot of responsibility.
No, which is why it's yours and not mine.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I do think Fizz is a good person. I think he's a little out there, but all of his intentions are good, and I don't think he would intentionally do anything bad to any of us or to what we're trying to do.
Yeah, well, those jokes are pretty bad. If those could do damage, I would be dead by now.
They are, but I'm thinking when we get back home, maybe I'll take his really bad jokes and put them in the bad fortune cookies, and I can give those fortune cookies to the people that I don't like.
That's a good idea.
Mhm.
Oh, I've never asked because I didn't really know, but are you and Al okay now?
I think so. I mean, he said we're like going to start fresh, and they seem okay. But I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to talk to him. Like, I wanted to talk to him tonight, but he just left and went to bed. So I
can wake him up. Ow!
No. Oh my God, no. 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 No.
It's not that hard. People who go to sleep wake back up.
I know, but I don't want to sneak into his room again.
Well, he can sneak into this room.
No.
Listen, I don't mind waking people up.
It's okay.
In fact, I need to get one back on Al, so it's kind of owed to him.
You need to what?
Listen, it's a thing.
You and Al have a thing?
No, we don't have a thing. He's just beat me one time and I have to pay him back for it.
Al beat you?
No, he didn't. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You literally just said Al beat me.
You're sleep talking. Go back to sleep.
You're a bunch. You're a commoner now.
Put us
Go to bed.
Wait, so you and Al you're not a thing.
No, we're not a thing.
Oh.
Did you say we were a thing?
No, but it sounded like you have a thing.
We were sparring. I wouldn't even call it sparring because I got destroyed and it was stupid.
You got destroyed.
This isn't funny. Sorry. I told you have a secret.
Okay. Why is it a secret?
Because no one needs to know that Al beat me in a fight. It's embarrassing. I mean, it's not that embarrassing. I just didn't know he could do that much.
Well,
and then I did. And now he's really powerful.
Yeah.
I didn't know it this entire time.
I know.
I'm measuring strength wrong.
There's a lot of secrets. And I probably don't even know them all. I know I don't know them all. But did he go first?
Honestly, I was out so quick I don't even remember.
He probably went first, which is kind of unfair.
That's right. It is kind of unfair.
Yeah. So, I mean, in a way, I think if you rematched him and you drew to who went first, that would be more fair. Or you should go first and see if you can knock him out in one go.
I could go attack him right now.
Maybe not, because maybe we should rest first.
Right.
Because I can't heal anyone. So, but maybe another time.
Right.
But the point of me saying that is that I believe in you. And just because Al is powerful doesn't mean that you aren't.
Well, I guess we're going to find out something tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah, I believe in you. I know you can do it.
Well, we'll see. All right, well, I'm going to go to bed, but if you get the chance to talk to Al tomorrow, you probably should. This I don't know stuff, that's not you.
Yeah. Well, I'll sleep on it. And maybe when I wake up, I'll have a better view of myself.
And if you don't, I'll tell you. Honestly.
Okay, I expect you to kick me out as soon as you find me useless.
Good night, Rune.
Night, Paya.
Rune, you watch with a smile on your face as Vea turns and leaves the tent, leaving you alone. Not a feeling that you're still not used to. But nevertheless, you find your way into bed. And as you turn out the lantern, you drift off into a slumber. And you begin to dream. You dream of light. The warm kind that once bathed you in the temple of the midday. Or the soft glow that flickered in Sleeping Beauty's twilight's prayers. This is something thinner, duller, like a memory of light. Kind that tries to linger against shadow, but can't. You find yourself in a garden of pale roses. Their petals have lost all their color, just shades of absinthe. They sway gently, but the air carries no scent, not anymore. In the center of the garden, as you continue to move forward instinctively, you see a cradle carved of white marble. You feel a sense of kinship to it, like you know it, like you felt it before. Offered prayers, made vows. But now, cracks spider through the stone like veins. And the cradle itself is empty, as a symbol of your lost faith. Your arms feel weightless. You look down at them. You're reminded the tattoos once gifted by your goddess, the constellations of faith and sleeping sigils, are gone. Faded. Like chalk after a rainstorm. Your skin is bare and pale, as if you were never marked in the first place. You step closer towards the cradle. Your hands begin to tremble as you reach out for it. And just as you touch it, begins to flick into ash and crumble away. As you watch the soft wind take it, your heart begins to ache, but you don't cry. There's no tears left for gods who sleep and never wake. The cradle was the last thing left, and even that couldn't bear the weight of waiting. The wind begins to stir again, and as you turn, the garden is all of a sudden gone. In its place is a corridor, cracked mirrors, each one reflecting a version of you. As you begin to make your way down the corridor, there's you, in the robes of the faithful. Another, larger than what you typically see yourself as. The face of rage. Further you walk, you come to another. This one, more custom, more familiar. You see a similar staff that seems more natural. Leaves and vines that wrap around it. A beautiful crown of vines and flowers. Continue. You walk. And you notice as you pass each version of yourself, their eyes are closed. Until you find one whose eyes are not closed but stare back at you. This version of you looks older. Maybe not older, but worn. Wrapped in shadows. marked by sleepless nights and truths too bitter to ignore. You stop and look deeply into each other's eyes. And then she steps out of the mirror. A reflection no longer.
You know, fucked up, Rune.
Player 1 down.
Sorry, you're just a filthy commenter.
She whispers to you, not words that are cruel, just true. You waited for her, but she never came. You feel the ache again, but this time different. Not loss, not heartbreak, just clarity. In an instant, the mirror behind her shatters, and the sound echoes like a bell in a grand hall. She steps closer to you and raises her hand. Feel no fear as she places it over your heart. Where divine symbols once glowed with borrowed grace, now something darker takes form. A curling script, black and alive, spelling a name not given by a god, but claimed by your own will. You gasp as it sears underneath your skin, not of pain, of power. Suddenly, the wind returns, fierce now. The roses are gone, the mirrors are dust. The stars above wink out, one by one. You now find yourself standing at the jagged shore before a black sea. The sky is vast and empty. No gods look down on you now. And that brings you no fear. Where you realize in this moment, you don't need gods to claim your skies. And so you remain, standing on the jagged shore. Not blessed, not chosen, but awakened. You're no longer the cradle. Now, you're the howling wind. You're the storm. Born again under a dusk sky. And that's where you learn your new name. You are a heretic.
Oh, man.
Is that a good thing?
Oh, boy.
That's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
And that's where we're going to take a short rest for the evening.
Damn!
That's where you're gonna take a break?
And when we return, perhaps we'll learn more about a brand new class known
Ooh.
as the Heretic.
So excited.
With that said, friends, go get your orange juices. Hey, go get your apple juices. Go get your raw juices.
No,
And stick around, because the second half, you ain't going to want to miss.
damn.
We'll see you real soon, folks. Love all your faces. We'll be back in a minute.
That's your answer.
Bye.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Why are you guys over here? Let me put you guys back over here. You're all over the place. Why?
Huh?
Don't stop moving. Stop moving.
Everyone move.
Move.
We can shake the stream off.
So, as we return to tonight's episode, you all have found rest and comfort for the evening. You can go ahead and mark down a long rest
Thank
on
God.
your little itty bitty sheets.
It's how you use it, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And as you walk outside of your tents, you feel the morning dew on your skin, or fur in some of your cases. A number of the rebels have already started making breakfast for the morning. You can see a number already training, doing some stretches, exercises, maybe some sparring. And while you converge in the center of your relatively close tents, Vea, Fizz, Al, and Minnie now wait around Rune's tent. She seems to be the last to awake tonight, or this morning. And as the flaps of her tent open, Rune, will you go ahead and describe your character for us?
Her name, I'm just kidding. It's a completely whole new character. Her name is still Rune. She still looks like the Rune that you would recognize. But she's got a few differences to her. The first, probably very noticeable difference is on her face. Sort of like a crying mascara look, but instead of like a deep black color that you would stereotypically imagine, it's almost as if she has like tattoos, opal tattoos of tears scrolling down her cheeks from her eyes. And as the sun sort of like hits her, you see the different shades of color in the opal. You also see, in place of where she used to have her tattoos on her hand, it almost looks as if her fingertips have been stained in the same opal coloring or glassy fragmentation. And the staff that she used to carry, that was in the shape of a moon, is now in the shape of a crescent moon, but upside down and dark. It's not a white moon, it's more of a gray moon.
Fizz leans over to Al.
Dang.
Who's that?
I
Really?
think it's Rune, did you did something with your everything?
Does Rune know what she looks like now? Has she seen herself? Or
There's no mirror in there, so you would have just woken up as is.
okay. What do you mean? She feels for her hair first, like, and her buns are still there. What do you mean?
Oh.
Did someone break into your tent last night and give you tattoos? And
She immediately looks at Vea. What did you do?
I didn't do that.
What do you mean? Tattoos where?
Vea was in your
Really?
tent last night?
Yeah. We had a little talk.
It was nothing. But we did not do this. It wasn't exactly a makeover talk.
Makeover? Does anyone have a mirror? What are you guys talking about?
There's a puddle of water over there.
You mind if I borrow a mirror? I just like look at a random person who's like coming out of their tent.
Got like a toothbrush in their mouth.
Yeah.
They just kind of look at you like, I keep walking. Then you hear it from behind you, Fizz. I've got a mirror.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I regret
Oh,
everything.
right.
wait. Hey, Minnie. Thank you. By the way, you should like get a lot of that like sand. Just clear that out because that's really messing with you.
What you talking about?
Okay.
Here's
Thanks,
your
Minnie.
mirror.
Thank you, Minnie.
God.
Thank you so much. Anyways, here. And I hold up
Thanks.
the
Do you
mirror.
want me to tell you the story about
No,
how
I'm
I
good,
got this
thank you.
mirror in the first place?
I think I'm very suddenly over Minnie the Marvelous. Here you go.
Thanks. Jesus, it's really hard to recover from how grating that is.
It
Yep.
is. It is.
Here we are struggling.
Oh, all right. Rune will hold it up and look at her face to start. Oh my God, Faya,
What?
what did you do?
I didn't do any of that. That's whatever happened after I left. That's nothing I did.
mean,
I
I'm
could
saying
not
it's bad.
possibly do something like that. Where would I even begin?
Rune, while you're talking, she's holding the mirror and she sees like also her hands in front of her and she's noticing the staff, how it looks different. And she starts making connections and you see sort of a sense of understanding. I think she probably wasn't sure if her dream was real. And now there's sort of a calm that's coming over her.
What is it?
Well,
Well, what?
A really interesting thing happened to me last night after you left, and I honestly didn't think it was real. I had a dream, and it was really terrible. First, I was, all the guilt I'd been feeling about Sleeping Beauty was sort of pouring in. It was horrible. But then I turned around and it's kind of like what we were talking about, Faya. I wasn't sure who I was, and I saw all these different versions of me. And then I found this one version that just, I don't know, held the truth in my heart.
Okay. I mean, you look pretty badass. This is the one that resonated with you?
Kind of. Yeah. She is me, though. I found myself on this beach, and all the stars were gone. There were no gods anymore. And I felt this relief. It wasn't a peace, but it was a reminder of everything that was lost. And I found a power within myself.
So, you gave yourself tattoos? I don't know. I look, Rune, I'm glad it sounds like you're more independent than before, but
So
doesn't
yeah,
all power come at a cost? I mean, aren't you worried that maybe this might not be a good thing? What can you do? You say you feel power, but what kind of power?
I don't know.
There's something in that tree over there.
Yeah, hit that tree with something.
She will okay. She will actually, for funsies, because she hasn't really she doesn't even know she has powers. She's just gonna reach for something. And she's gonna use her almost by accident, but not really. Damning insight.
Ooh.
And let's see. Hold on. I just need to grab the spell. I'm sorry. Internet trolls, just breathe with me here for a second. It's a new class. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Now, out of fairness, Rune doesn't quite know what she's doing. Okay, but we're going with her emotions of things.
Fair.
So because she's just trying to channel energy out of nothing, because there's no God in her life. She's just, you said, but do something at the tree, and she just like reaches into like her deepest want to try and power herself. And Al, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn.
Yes.
All right.
This is the
I'm
kind
down.
of power I'm talking about.
Yeah. Rune's going to be casting Detect Thoughts on Al.
Ooh. Are you sure that's the one you want to choose that on?
She's thinking she wants to know what he thinks about her in this
Oh.
moment.
Butts, dick, butt, dick, butt, dick.
How
butt,
big is
butt.
that rod?
Butt to butt, dick.
What's
butt.
that rod do?
I imagine that like all in Fizzes is just like do 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 do
Yeah.
over and over again.
All right. I am rolling digitally because I've been a minute and I don't remember where I put my dice. So, wisdom with 7.
I made you such pretty dice, Nate.
They're
Okay.
over there somewhere ish. Just they're there-ish.
They're in a
I used them last
proximity of
week.
a
I was
place
DMing a
that,
session. I used them then, but it just didn't
All right.
Okay.
back over here. I got a 7.
Okay. So Al, you don't feel like an aggressive like sharpness into your mind. You almost feel like a calm blanket has been wrapped around you. And if it fails, you gain insight into reasoning, if any, your emotional state, and something that's looming large in your mind, something that you worry about, love or hate. Surface
I knew
thoughts. Yeah.
Okay.
So initially it's surface thoughts. I can choose to probe deeper, but again, Rune's just realizing what's happening. So just Al's surface thoughts.
Yeah, no, in this moment, Al's like, Rune looks so different. It's not bad. I mean, it reminds me of that babysitter I once had. She kind of ruined my life for a bit.
God.
Wow.
All right.
And
Now
then
you
you just
know.
kind of like,
Now you know.
there's like a little bit of like, what is that? Is that Fizz? Oh God, that guy never showers. Should really take a shower. I wonder if I should learn a water spell to get
Ow,
through the
ow,
shower.
ow, ow, ow.
What? Yeah,
Rune
what's up?
will immediately like realizing what she's doing. She's gonna like try and like stop Al from talking. She thinks he's talking, he's not. And she's stop. And she's gonna drop
Stop
the
what?
spell. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to, but I could hear what everything you were just thinking.
Oh,
What
Do
was
you
he
think that's
thinking?
Yeah, what was he thinking?
She looks at Al. She looks at Fizz. He was thinking that you're really cool, and he's worried about Vea, about what she's thinking about everything right now.
Rune, that's not what I was thinking about at all. You sure your power works? I was thinking that Fizz really needs a shower.
What?
I was
Maybe
trying
mind
to
reading
cover
isn't
for
your
you.
power then.
I was trying
Oh.
to cover for you, Al. I also heard what you were thinking about the babysitter. So,
Oh.
you know.
Maybe you did that. You know,
The what?
we will not talk about this.
This one
Okay.
was sat on babies?
No.
Oh.
Look, I don't know what I'm capable of right now. I've never felt this way before. I used to get all my power from Sleeping Beauty, and it's coming from somewhere really raw right now. So I think I should be a little more careful. I don't want to do that to somebody again.
So
unwilling.
this is just you. There's no like extra god power or anything. This is just your power.
I think so.
Rune, that's awesome.
So you can listen to thoughts, but you can't blow up that tree.
Give it time. Finding that inner power is hard to do.
All right, I'm not critiquing. I'm just saying. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll find out some, other stuff that you can do.
You can always blow the Inquisitor up. I mean, I know that's what you're saving it for.
That'd be so cool. You'd look at it and they'd be like, "Oh no, Rune's not a threat anymore," and then she'd be like, and then whatever she does, I don't know what she does. But hey, Rune, this brings me back to the other question. You sure you're good with this? You know how these things go. You don't just get power out of nowhere.
I feel like I've never felt more sure about the right way. And I think for me, this is it. As much as I found value and cherished Sleeping Beauty, there was always a part of me that doubted her. And you guys reflected that. You were not happy with the deal that she made with me. I was also not happy with the deal that she made with me. I was thrust into this life of having to think that eventually I was going to have to find eternal sleep. I didn't want that. It seems wrong to force somebody to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't agree with you more. I'm sure Barrick would say the same thing.
Probably.
I think this is exciting. You're forging your own path.
Yeah. Alongside my friends. So you guys will make sure I don't have a darkest timeline, right? And she'll nudge Fizz.
Yeah, Yeah, and you can see he's kind of like a little intimidated by the new look. Yeah,
Like staring at a moth
sure,
swing.
miss.
What? What'd you just say?
Is it like staring at a moth's wing? You don't know where the eyes really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Rune, if you think it's a good thing and you think it can help, then I guess we see what it does and hope for the best, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait, actually, let me try something. And she'll put her hand on Vea's shoulder. She'll just, for shits and giggles, try to heal.
After a
now
long
you
rest.
try.
What?
After a
Yeah.
long rest.
Yeah, well, I know what's going to happen, and the answer is nothing. So,
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Holy shit.
well,
Wow.
I'm just saying she wants to find out if she can heal before we go into battle. So she's going to try to pull from her old powers out of habit.
You try and reach for that connection, the one that you always knew. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, God. Can you imagine this? Every time I try and channel Sleeping Beauty's power, she fucking smites me.
No, you're there, bitch.
Yeah.
You just fall asleep.
you know what you did.
Oh, no. Wisdom saving throw. Sorry. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. That's great being a cleric. Whew. Not a cleric anymore. Sorry.
Hashtag not a cleric.
Yeah. Hashtag not a cleric. Never was.
Not a good one.
As you
Oh.
try and focus in on the divine powers that you once had, it feels wrong. It feels like it pollutes every inch of your body, like a toxicity inside of you. Before you push it too far, where it could cause harm, you just let it rest.
Wow, that was unpleasant. I just tried to heal you just to see if I could.
Yeah.
It feels wrong.
Oh. Okay.
Not because of you. Because of me. I don't know if I can do that anymore.
It's okay. This is something new for you. You're trying something out.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work, then it's not the right thing.
Maybe I should try your sword.
Vea gives you a face of like, I'm not giving it.
There's a tree over there. Go find a stick.
No, you're right. That's silly. That doesn't feel right either. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. Well,
No, we should find out for sure. Here. And she kind of like looks away, but offers her sword to you.
wow. This is the most. Our trust bond has just gone
much
through
right now.
the roof.
They attack. Or
Yeah, just- I'm not looking. Take it when I'm not looking.
Hold on. What's my strength? Okay, I can hold the sword. It's okay.
Noodle arms.
So Rune picks up the sword and she goes over to the tree that they were talking about. It's not any sacred tree or anything, right, Dave?
Just
Okay.
a tree.
She'll try and swing it at the tree. She's
Okay.
just
Go
gonna
ahead and
do a
roll.
basic
Go ahead and
swing.
roll. Go ahead and roll for damage, just using your strength modifier.
Okay. Is it a D8 or a D4?
For what kind of sword is it? It's a short sword?
Oh, sorry. Am I rolling to hit or no?
No. No, you don't. I'm pretty sure you can probably swing and hit at a tree right in front of you.
Okay. So then, yeah. What, Vea? What's your damage dice on the sword?
It is
I think it's 1d6 plus
4.
1d6.
So not plus
Yeah.
4 because it's 1d6.
Excellent. So that's a 3.
Okay. As you all watch as Rune in her opulescent weird goth girl phase swings back, you watch as she kind of throws herself off kilter a little bit as her stance, she just stands with her legs very close together. You watch as she swings towards the tree, causing a small chip and taking 1 point of reverberation damage, like when you swing
Yeah.
a baseball bat at something hard and it just hurts your hands really badly.
Ooh, Very
Yeah.
wily coyote of them.
Yeah. Shoots right up the forearm, like when you're golfing and you fucking hit the
Yeah,
ground.
no,
It's
exactly.
terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course,
Yeah.
it gives that whoa, 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 whoa noise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh!
She does, however, because of the magnitude of the silver song. It does cut directly into the tree. You watch as Rune tries to pull it out, but it doesn't have the strength to.
She's like trying to get the. Thea, I don't think this is.
Oh, keep trying. You're doing really great.
She puts one foot up on the the tree, trying to use leverage.
You're gonna have to sharpen that again.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Amazing. That is a 3.
As you put one leg up
Oh, no.
and try and pull it out, you for some reason it slips out of your hand. You push too hard with your leg, throwing yourself backward onto your ass. Yeah, Dano, not really goth mommy. Think more Avril Lavigne circa 2007.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Or better
It's
yet, think of
fine.
Boxy.
I
That's a deep internet cut if you know.
don't even know what that is, and I don't think I want to know. I don't think weapons are really my thing.
That's okay. Inside, Vea is secretly happy that she cannot wield Silver Song.
It's like Thor's hammer.
Oh my god, okay, it's only me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're just gonna have to wing this. Because
It'll
there's
be
no rule book.
fine. And
Yeah.
if it isn't, then we'll all die, and it's okay.
Why did you jump to you all dying?
Well, I don't know, seemed like a likely conclusion. And she puts the sword back into the, the sheath for
It's
it.
not wrong.
I'm sure not
Big
going
old
to die.
chunk
The
missing out
rest
of
of
it.
you.
Yeah, maybe.
Look,
Well, Rune, so far, I mean, you can do some mind reading and you can swing a sword better than you could before. That's pretty cool.
well, I don't know about that last one.
I was trying to be nice.
I appreciate it. She brushes off the dirt still from the ground.
Well, maybe we just keep playing around with it, you know? There's got to be something in the tank there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it'll just come from necessity. What's that face? What do you think I'm gonna fucking like blow you all up or something?
Yes. Yes.
Hey,
This dude.
we support you in whatever you want to do. But I do think we got a lot of stuff to take care of today. How, Vea, can I kind of get a little down low on your parents there? Like, what is your mom kind of like? What are we to expect? Let's just say, if things go
She'll
south.
tear you to pieces just by looking at you.
Oh, come on.
Ask Al.
Yeah. No, I still, if you look underneath, like, there's still holes there from the fork. It got me good.
And
But
is your
I will
dad-
say, I was a little bit too long bringing the soup out, and that was on my fault. I would never do it again. So, you know, reasonable. Just, you know, very quick to react aggressively. Kind of like our friend Vea here.
I handle things perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I didn't say that was against you in the quality. I'm just saying
What?
the tactics of it. Nothing. I think you're great.
No.
My dad is a little bit nicer. He's kind of like the teddy bear if the teddy bear had big, giant, sharp teeth and claws that could rip you apart too. But he's probably the most reasonable one. And
Okay.
even as your enemy, he probably wouldn't want to hurt you at first. He just would be able to.
Okay.
So he's gonna be the one we're gonna try and get out first, right? Or at least to try and convince your mom to come out, right?
Figured I'd probably get them both together. One at a time
Okay.
would take too long.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I don't know what the cooldown is on this thing too. Like sometimes it truths and then it doesn't truth. So
What do you mean sometimes it doesn't truth?
Yeah, what? It either has to work every time or this is a really risky plan.
no, it works all the time. But like, I don't know. I
What's
was
your
trying
favorite
out some new.
pill
I was back.
I'm sorry.
I was just now this is gonna sound bad because I'm like, and I was just testing it in my tent.
As there's a moment of awkward silence between all of you, you watch as Fizz's face goes a little bit purplish at this point, and in that moment of silence, off in the distance, you hear the sound of parading wild horses, like a beautiful cavalry coming in. Welcome in, Raiders. Great to have you here.
Centaurs.
Centaurs, yes. Wild
Yeah, what up?
stallion
Ponies.
centaurs, massive hogs.
Forget what I said. But it
Welcome
works.
in,
It works
Raiders.
all the time.
All right.
It was just I was trying new
Frankly impressed.
catchphrases with it, and it wasn't really working there.
Fine. Just don't make it sound too stupid or anything, okay? And if you
It's
mess
just gonna
up,
be
just
truth.
you should probably hide.
Oh, I got the magic spells all ready to go. I got all the stuff ready just in case stuff goes bad.
Okay. If things go sideways, don't try to confront my parents directly. It's not going to go well.
To know.
Well, hopefully we don't have to. We just give them the quick zap zap, and then it's all good.
Right. Easy.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, usually when we try to do something, we gotta like point it at someone, and then there's something in the universe that says we hit or we don't hit. I still don't know what that is. But anyway, we don't even have to do that with this thing. We just point and it works. Right?
I hope so. Okay. All right. Just back to camp now. It'll be easy. You guys don't stay too far out, and it'll be fine. We'll be
I'm gonna be
talking
in the nearby
loudly,
woods
so-
where Fizz and I hid. If you need something, I don't know, try to send a signal and I'll start a fire. Something.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
As you begin to pack up and get ready to head out, a familiar, tiny little man starts coming up to you, with once again adorned with his pointed top hat. I've overheard what was said. I may have been listening outside the tent last night. Black cannot let you go alone. This is far too dangerous.
You don't have to come.
When idiot holds rod of truth, Black has to make sure everything is all right.
I mean, Black did, save us in the tomb place thing.
Yes,
What is
Black
it
is a mighty warrior, far greater of a warrior. Hand me that sword. Hand Black that sword. I will cut down this tree.
Oh,
Okay, no trees need to be cut down, but you can bring him, but make sure he doesn't talk this loudly. His voice is kind of a giveaway.
Yeah.
Black will talk as softly as he possibly can, like he is right now.
Oh, I believe that too.
Black, you're talking very loud.
What if Black just talks like this, quietly?
Still very loud. How about you just don't talk unless it's super important? And can you try whispering like you're blowing air out like that?
I hear this.
No, I don't like that.
We'll talk like this.
No. I think
This is quiet. Black talks quiet.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
okay.
I don't know. I think it seems pretty quiet to me, guys. I think we should be fine.
It's great, Blick. You're doing great.
Peter, this is just really getting in my earphones and just really messing with them.
I'm just wondering how Dave's voice is going to be tomorrow between this and
Yeah.
Minnie. He's going to wake up and be like, what did I do?
Hold on. I think how long does this last for?
We have about 20 minutes left.
Okay. No, I meant
Oh, sorry.
I'm looking
bad.
at a spell.
Rena's like,
that-
I'm done with this.
that
How
could
long do we
be-
have here?
I'm looking at a spell I have that could be used out of necessity, but it only lasts 10 minutes, so she'll wait.
Well, Vea, when do you think is like the best time for us to go then? Do you know when like they will be there for sure?
I mean, it's been a couple of days since I've been gone, so I don't know the exact scheduling anymore, but my dad will probably typically be there.
Okay. Huh. So do we want to get him to come to the tree line or what? Like what's the actual plan here so we know?
I bring them to the tree line where you all are waiting with hopefully your rod ready and we're good to go.
I
Is
don't
there
know how we're
better
going to do this.
phrasing?
No, there's not. We're
No,
trapped.
there isn't.
We're trapped in this innuendo for the next however long we have this fucking rod of truth.
Okay. And
Okay.
then once we get your parents'
Can we just start referring it to the 9-inch rod of truth?
No.
Nope.
It's bigger than
No?
that, Dave.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a rod at 9 inches.
Oh,
And-
God.
Speak for yourself, Nate.
And then once we get the information from them, or we get them kind of truth, we get the information from the Inquisitor, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Just so I know.
Maybe if we're lucky, I bring all three at once.
It's not a bad idea.
That would be very lucky. I hope that happens because then we can get them all with the wave of truth that they will see the light. with.
Yeah, you want to make sure that the rod can at least make the three of them come to truth.
Oh
Oh God.
I can't do this. I tried so many ways to phrase it so there was no innuendo.
I mean, you could use staff or like.
Nope.
Even
No.
staff at this point, we're fucked.
Staff.
We're literally trapped in this circle for forever. How
can't do
long
anything
can
about
we use this?
I don't know why the first thing that came to my head when I was trying to think of a different word was appendage, which does not work.
That's
No.
way
No,
worse.
that's
Way worse.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So wait, we're leaving now, right? During the day, not at
Yes. That way everyone can see everything.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, I just-
No, we're not letting that.
Speaking of seeing, Fizz, you looking down at the rod, you do see it. It, strangely enough, just curves a little bit to the left.
No.
Right.
Please.
You're really leaning
no.
into it now, Dave.
You guys started this.
Yeah,
You all
it's
started
true.
this.
Did
I wasn't
we-
even going there.
Do we want? Is there anything we want to kind of settle up here though before we go? Or
Oh yes, I just want to grab some. That armor that I used to have is way too heavy for me. I just want to grab maybe the leather I used before or something like that.
Wait, and Minnie, since we're kind of splitting up, can we take some of those health potions?
Yeah.
Good job.
I don't mind you taking some of these health potions. It's been a minute since I actually hung out with Jeremy, so if it's okay with you and Black's going with you, I might stay back and do a little training with Jeremy. It reminds me of a story. It's very long where I tried to train Jeremy before, and first I taught him how to sit, but then he forgot how to sit after a little while, and then he learned how to stay. And he stayed for a little while. And then I tried to teach him a couple more things, giving him some tomatoes. Because my dad used to grow tomatoes in the farm.
Okay,
And that's when
that's good. That's great.
Rune, don't be rude. Let Minnie finish the story.
No.
I'm pretty good. Thank you. She just reminds me of this bird from back home that literally would just like be outside of my little area all
It's
day.
Peter's Edgar Allan Poe moment. I'm just like, it's back. It's wrapping
Hey
up.
guys, I just want you to know. I want to welcome Sage and Eggs for following just as I was going through Minnie's story there. So, guys, I just want you to know that someone appreciates my
The
amazing
metrics
voice
show.
work on this
No.
channel. Thanks.
That's what I'm saying. The metrics show,
Thanks.
Dave, that they want more of this.
Oh
right?
dear God.
Oh.
The audience is
Exactly.
responsive.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh dear
Mhm.
God.
Yeah.
Well, stick around because the musical is happening soon. Sage and Eggs.
Hello, my baby.
Oh god.
Oh god. It's so bad.
So did we get all the health potions then?
Yeah, I think so. How many
You
did
guys can take
how many
all the
did Minnie
health
have?
potions,
I
yeah.
feel like it was like 6, right?
No, she only had 2.
I feel like it was like 6, right?
12 is what I remember.
Okay.
Right, yeah. I mean, I was being
I mean, I will
Understood,
say 2 confidently, but I can go and check her inventory because we know
Nope.
Jess is amazing at inventory management, and we can determine from
Do
that.
not.
Yeah,
What do
she's
you guys,
fine.
what do you guys want me to
She's
do?
good.
Completely up to you.
Nope.
Yeah, you know what? I
Don't
think
look at her
Jess
sheet.
is off today. I don't think we should really be bugging their character sheet. I think it needs to rest
Okay.
as well.
All right, so we're good with 2 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
As Rune walks toward, she's just gonna like start to leave to go get her leather armor. But as she sort of heads out, she sort of passes by Al, and she'll sort of stop and look over her shoulder back at Al, and just say, because she was sort of sensing how he was feeling earlier. She'll just say to Al, you can trust me. I'm still me, whoever that was. And she'll walk to go get her leather armor.
Does she do a flick of her hair that just slightly curves right above her forehead?
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was just kind of left to be like, All right. He kind of follows after you to go towards the things.
All right, gathering the equipment that you need. You say goodbye to Muffet and Jack, as well as some of the other rebels you've come to know inside of the rebel camp. As Lucy had mentioned, he was leaving for the evening and was not seen for the morning. However, you do make your way to the edge of camp and begin to start your trek. As you walk through the forest, it seems oddly peaceful. It gives you a slight reprieve of everything that's brought you to this point. For the most part, you walk in silence. Not because you have nothing to say to one another, but more so for the fact that it gives you a moment of inner reflection. A moment to remember who you were and who you are now. Knowing that the weight of this world might rest on your shoulders. And that's okay. Because the alternative is far worse. Before you know it, you've reached the border of the Pride's war camp. Still remaining outside of any kind of visual range. As you do note, there are a few patrols that seem to be walking around the perimeter first thing this morning. But you keep your distance. As you hide behind a large brush. And make any decisions you need to before Vey heads in.
Yeah, I want to take some time to hide.
Yeah, I'm going under the assumption that I'm not gonna make you guys roll for it because you guys are approaching with intent. So I'm assuming that you've hidden behind this brush.
Mhm.
Cool.
I would love to call down a bird and just say like, hey, if stuff goes south and you're here, can you just go like warn the rebels? There's gonna be someone there who's gonna be able to speak to you. No idea what you said, but I'm gonna say it's a yes.
Oh, wow.
No, Al's pretty good. What are you talking about? Okay. Okay, go.
You're talking shit over there, Fizz.
No. I don't understand him.
Well, I found a cat here, so we'll take it over there.
Why is there a cat?
You
in
watch
a
as
bush?
the bird flies up towards a small branch, or a small branch that's higher up within the trees that can oversee all of the camp.
All right.
Anyone else need to do
Ready to
anything?
this?
Nope.
Nope, Rune's just hiding with you guys. Or whatever, at an appropriate distance away.
Just quietly singing emo tunes under her breath.
Okay. Listen, I just want to clarify. She is not goth. In no way does she have any blackness or darkness on her, okay?
Okay, all
When
right.
I
Okay.
was a young Eladrin.
Okay.
When I was a young elf, my mother took me into the temple.
It's true. It happened. Okay. Okay, I feel like the camera of this show should not be on the people hiding in the bush right now. And I feel like we're good in the bush.
Yeah, Vey, are
Deep
we
in the
making our
bush.
way back into the
Okay.
camp?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. She'll scruff herself up a little bit, and hold on to some like rope that she'll kind of tear apart so it looks broken, and make her way into the campsite.
Okay. As you approach the campsite leading inwards, most of the grass has been trampled over at this point. The red clay in the area now seems to saturate some of it a little bit lighter, while more of the pathways, the pathways are a little bit lighter, while the rest, where the tents resides, a little bit darker on the ground. As you begin to walk through, you hear the familiar sounds of a war camp in the morning. Number of soldiers that seems to be making dinner or making breakfasts, sharpening swords, awaiting commands from some of their higher ranking officers. A few kind of nod towards you as you pass by, not making conversation, which is very typical from what you're used to. A person in your position, generally, infantry doesn't necessarily converse with at that level.
Mm-hmm.
You continue to walk through the winding paths. The war camp seems more like a small city than anything else. But as you make it past the first zone and into the next, the tents start to get a little bit larger. And you find yourself outside your father's tent, as it's the closest any of the other major tents that hold any kind of strategic value or importance.
She takes a deep breath, kind of straightens her spine, and goes on in.
As you push open the flaps to the large tent, you close your eyes for just a brief moment. As you walk through the walkway, you're immediately met by the familiar smell of your father. Not a bad smell, not one that anyone else would really necessarily notice, but you instinctively know this smell. You've smelt it your entire life. As you open your eyes, ready to greet your father, you find the tent empty. Everything meticulously put in its place. The bed has already been made. You take a moment for yourself as you sort of take in the view. The entire area, albeit a war tent, reminds you so much of him. You look over towards a small cabinet. And while it's cluttered with paper and scrolls and maps, you do take note of one thing. A very small wooden sword. Not much bigger than a toothpick. You remember hearing stories about this sword. The first time your father put it in your hands. As a small child. Flashbacks of playing with him. The soldiers at war. Maybe not, that's not what he called it back then, but beautiful memory. Even in all this chaos, all this pain, this hate, you remember at least one good time. You reach down and pick up the sword and look at it. You get lost in the memory for a moment before the familiar voice comes in from behind. I thought you were out on patrol.
Yeah. I found something I want to show you.
Show me.
Yeah. You, Mom, maybe even the Inquisitor, it's really gonna change things.
You look a little rough, Vea. Did something happen?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
I will be. I just had to hurry back so I could show you. It's gonna change everything. The war, us. I found something that could really help.
What did you find?
It's something I really have to show you. If I tell you, I'll just sound crazy. Even more so if I try to explain it to Mom or the Inquisitor. Not that I don't think you wouldn't trust me. In fact, I think of any of them, you would trust me the most, but...
Of course I would trust you, Vea. What is it?
She wants to tell her dad the real truth. You see her struggle, like she's biting her tongue and her fingers fidget, digging out any dirt underneath her nails. You remember a while back, like a long time ago, when I woke up in a panic? I asked if this was all a dream.
Yes.
I think I found something to that. And I want to show you, and it's gonna take a leap of faith. But can you give it a try?
Yes. It doesn't matter what you found. Of course I will come.
I don't know if I can tell Mom the entire truth yet.
That's all right.
I have some friends who can help us, help me tell about this. So when you see them, please don't hurt them, okay?
Why would I hurt your friends?
They don't wear red like we do.
What do they wear?
Really nothing at this point. Kind of like before, we were just on our own. Not really a side, just... We were just trying to do good.
My better judgment tells me that perhaps we should bring... No.
What?
Lead the way.
Do you think you can help me convince Mom to come? She's always busy, and I know that even if I think it's important, my word alone isn't enough. I take full responsibility, but this is something really big and important. And
You know your mother, Vea.
I know.
She is single-minded. And while she can be stubborn...
But I'm right on this. Sorry.
I'll be honest with you, Vea. What you're telling me right now has me worried. When you awoke that day, you were frantic.
Yeah.
And now you say there's something that supports this.
I think the Inquisitor knows. Has an understanding of it. I'm not the only one who thinks or knows this. I'm not alone in this.
I'll tell you what. You and I will go. And we will decide together if this is something your mother can handle. The Inquisitor, you know how I feel of him.
We don't trust him.
His red eyes complement his silver tongue.
Right. I guess I just wanted it to be easy and that we could all just do this together, but I'll start with this step.
It's the most rational.
I know. Just be easier if she trusted me.
She does trust you, Vea.
Not enough
much
that
as-
would matter.
You know that's not true.
No.
She would not put you in the position that she has if she didn't trust you wholeheartedly. There's very few people she would turn her back to. That's a compliment. But you seem frantic. You're nervous.
I know.
You typically stand poised, still. And when I see you pick at your fingers, it gives me reason to pause. I still trust you, unquestionably. But if it's something you want your mother to see, and something of this magnitude, we have to do this united.
Okay. I can do that. I will.
And lead the way.
And she'll grab her dad's hand and almost quickly, more so trying not to regret any of her steps and give the sense that she's confident in each step, she moves fast for her pace.
As you grab onto his hand and start to pull, he stops you for a moment. As he looks to the side of the opening of his tent and takes his Hilton blade. He then follows. You rush through the camp, twisting through the alleys. Before you make it to the camp's edge once more, you hear the call of the bird. The one that Fizz just talked to. Leading your father roughly 40 yards away from the perimeter of the camp, just out of the sight of any patrol, closer to where your friends hide. You stop him just before you make it to the brush. Why are we here?
This is the safer meeting spot. This is a uncasting, if you will. When
A
you...
neutral ground.
Yes.
I understand.
It's safe enough that hopefully if you feel that there's a threat, you could easily find support. But easy enough that if we need to run, we can. So,
He
when
does
you...
not change his demeanor and still stays focused on you, But you do watch as his hand suddenly slips by his hip side.
You're going to learn something. And when you do, I'm going to be right here to answer any of your questions, okay?
All right.
Fizz?
Hello, Mr. Veya's dad.
No, don't introduce yourself.
It's time for the truth. And I just like literally just shoot the truth right at him.
I don't want you to meet my dad.
So, Fizz, you do have to be within 5 feet if you're not with Lucy.
He said 60 feet.
While you're with Lucy.
Oh. Okay, good to know.
Good to know. Okay.
Get close.
So I guess I'm just gonna walk with hands up, staff in hand, just like that. And sir, I do have something I need you to see. Is it okay if I approach?
He looks to Veya for confirmation.
Yes.
You may approach, young man.
Okay. And he's like walking close, he's like, well, so Veya and I met and we were kind of we were discussing kind of what's happening with the, and as he gets in 5 feet, he's just gonna be like, truth. That's and just cast the truth thing.
Shasha.
As you do, you see a look of confusion on Papa Ward's face. He looks towards Veya as you shoot your
Don't
truth
do
at him. And as you do, you watch as a small circle of light, much smaller, but no less intense than the one when Lucy had amplified. You watch as his demeanor immediately changes, the sense of tension now falling from his shoulders.
Dad?
He looks forward for a moment. Before looking up towards the sky.
Dad, you're scaring me.
It's not often I'm scared.
Do you see?
Yes.
You see why I was afraid when I woke up?
Yes.
She reaches out with both paws to find his. But we can change all of that.
He lets go of your hands. I need a moment.
Okay.
You both watch in anticipation as he just walks off to the side for a moment.
Yeah, did it work? Is your
Yeah, it worked. It's fine. She kind of snaps, more so giving away her own fear in this moment. You did fine, Fizz. It's fine.
okay? No, it's okay. It's all right. He's not gonna go. Is he gonna look for your mom?
I didn't think it was the right time to bring her yet.
Oh.
Just give him a second. He just needs a little bit of time to process. It's a lot to take in.
Okay. Just don't get too far.
Your words are caught in your throat for a minute, Fizz. As you hear a large growl. You look over. Now standing about 20 feet away from you. You watch as Papa Ward uses his massive talons to tear through the trunk of a tree.
The sigh of relief that everybody just had right now.
Vea, you have never seen your father unleash this form of aggression before. You can practically hear his roar. Although he doesn't let it slip from his lips, knowing full well what's at stake. With the tree's trunk barely cut in half, you watch as he regains his composure. And once again looks up towards the sky. So what now?
We're gonna change it, Dad. We're gonna change it all.
I mean, right now.
If you have any questions, we'll answer them. But I think Mom deserves to know. We need to get the Inquisitor so we can get information. We have plans to go to the Crow's Nest so everyone can know this truth. People deserve to know. This war we're still in, this is a lie.
He lets out a sigh before finally turning back to you, Vea. This war has just changed from one to another.
It has.
And we don't even know what the stakes are.
Why we're getting information. That's why we're sharing what we know. The less secrets there are, the more likely we are to discover the truth, and we know we're not the only ones who deserve to know the truth. Everyone deserves to know. No more secrets. No more sides, no more red, no more green.
No more fear.
Young man, I would like to talk to my daughter for a moment.
Okay.
As you approach your father, he looks down towards you.
I told you this was important. Thank you for listening to me.
I have one question for you.
Only one?
Yes.
Okay.
And not because I don't want to know more. Because I trust you. You know what's at stake here.
I do.
Are you ready for this?
I have to be. Because I know this is what I know is right. So I will do it or I will die. I'm committed to this, Dad.
You are a warrior. You hold great honor in your heart. And you're a brilliant tactician. But let's cut the bullshit. Are you ready for this?
Yes. And you see her hand grip her own sword. She actually stands up straight and her eyes meet his. She has to look so far up, but she meets it.
Then call the others here. I smelt them as soon as I walked into the clearing.
Well, they haven't showered in a while. But you all told me that beforehand.
Oh, God.
You feel the disapproving looks.
Right. Rune will get out from behind the bushes.
There's not a lot of us, but it's enough. And we just need more information and maybe a
You need
distraction.
the Inquisitor.
Yes. But I also want Mom. That's important to me.
Your mother is out on a hunt. But the Inquisitor remains in the camp.
Okay.
If it's a distraction that you want, leave that to me.
Okay. You hear that? We gotta shout at this. You all ready to go into this camp? You've been there once,
but-
why not again?
I have a quick question, sir. Hey, it's me, Al. You remember me from the bar? You used to come in and get that stew all the time. It wasn't very good, but you loved it. Anyway.
Make no mistake. I know who you are,
Oh, good.
save for this new one. But he's shown me the truth. I'm trusting you with the most valuable thing in this world. And I trust you'll do the right thing.
So far, that's all we've tried to do.
But make no mistake. This is a deadly game that you children play.
So I think
If
you
anything
misunderestimate
happens-
us. No disrespect, but well, you guys were passed out in the town. We were out trying to save everyone. This isn't our first dangerous situation. We know what's at stake.
Well,
He's right,
Good.
Dad. We've kind of gone through a couple of things. You're gonna have to
Well.
trust us on this one.
and I do trust you. But respectfully, in your words, Al, if she doesn't come back, I have 2 talons, lots of fangs. I've torn out throats for less.
Very strong
Respectfully,
words, but she doesn't come back. We're not coming back either.
I've died once before. And I'd do it again if it means saving all the people here.
That was the right answer. Wait till you hear the war drums. Give it a beat. Wait till you hear no further footsteps. And then approach the camp. Vea, you know where to go.
We'll be
So I have a
good.
quick question. This whole frontal assault sounds noble and all, and it was kind of my suggestion back at the camp. You can ask him. I wanted the whole army. It was going to be a whole thing. But anyway, why don't we just... you're the boss. Can't you just tell the Inquisitor to come here and we'll do the same thing with the Zappy Rod?
You
Why
don't
do we
boss
gotta-
the Inquisitor around.
I am also not the commander of this platoon.
Oh, well, my mistake. All right, your idea sounds good.
Good luck to all of you. Vea, I'll find you.
I'll be looking.
You feel his hand rest on your shoulder and give a gentle squeeze. Before he turns his back and heads back towards the camp. You wait a short time, but it feels so long. When suddenly, like the sound of your own hearts beating inside of your ears, the war drums ring out. War horns blare. It takes some time. You hear the sound of metal boots on clay. And it takes a while, but the sound eventually dissipates. And all you hear again is the sound of a chirping bird high above.
It's time.
Come on, everybody stop looking so sad. This is one more step to the end. We got this.
Right, it's easy. All right, line up, follow single file so no one gets lost, stay in front. Don't make a lot of noise. Even though the camp will be mostly empty, there's going to always be a few stragglers. If we run into anyone, just follow my lead. Got it?
Neutralize them.
No.
Right. Sorry.
That could make things, we'll play it by ear. Hopefully we run into no one, but let's not leave any unconscious bodies behind.
Hey, every woman that we keep alive is one that we could, wake up. Maybe they'll help us out.
Small steps.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm not going to use the wand until we see your mom. I don't want to risk maybe messing anything up.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. If we get the chance, we get the information from both the Inquisitor and we tell my mom. But if for some reason she's not back from her hunt, we do what we have to. Don't let me be the one to make that call.
Hell yeah.
All right. Ready?
We're with you every step of the way, Vea.
Yeah, we have your back.
Let's go.
You begin to move quickly and as silently as possible through the camp. While you do see a few of the staff of the camp, no more than bakers, stablemen, who pay no real mind to you. Continue, you move quickly. Vea leads with with an astounding resilience, so laser focused, more so than you've ever seen her before. Her commands are quick and sharp. You don't dare to defy it. Until you make your way outside of the Inquisitor's tent. One of the larger tents within the area. The flaps are closed. What would you all like to do?
All right, we go in. We make sure he doesn't get out and he doesn't yell, and we move quick with the spell. Sound good?
Exactly. We don't even have to do this crazy. We just have to get in, get close enough, make the touch.
Right. Okay, count of 3 then. 1, 2. And Vea will lead the charge, kind of going in quickly, trying to make a beeline, finding the Inquisitor first.
You rush towards the flaps of the tents, all of you in unison, following closely behind Vea. She rips open the tent flaps. You find it empty.
God damn it.
When from behind, the sound of clapping. A valiant effort. Someone forgot that we can detect magic within the camp.
This guy have a stutter.
As you move back out onto the path, you now watch as the Inquisitor makes his way around the side of the tent. I never took you for a traitor, Vea.
I'm not.
But- Well, your friends here say otherwise.
We were just coming to see you because we figured you wanted information. Some things about the crow, right?
Go ahead and make a deception check for me.
Come on, Vea.
Come on, you got this. Vea.
I've got an idea if this goes south.
Wait, I got a gods or
sleeping.
please. Can I apply that here?
Yeah.
You can.
Okay. Because that 5 was not going to go anywhere.
That was scary.
An 11?
Oh, Jesus.
A moment of silence passes. As he crosses his arms, eyeing you up and down at first. You really think you would have more information about the crow, my master, than I?
Maybe not more, but the right information.
I see the look on all of your faces. I watched you try and burst into my tent. I know what you're here for.
Can I do something? Can I try something?
Oh my God.
So crazy.
You have one shot at it, Fizz.
Oh.
As he's distracted by Vea, I would love to cast Misty Step behind him and just hit him with the truth.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let's see who moves faster.
Good Lord.
Oh, good.
It's like in a bar fight. Peter swung first. You know what I'm saying? The other guy's thinking. He's still in there talking shit.
Also, swing is slow.
Go ahead and roll a d20. Roll a d20 and add your dex modifier to it.
Oh my goodness.
You're fast, right?
I think. Let me double
This is
check.
known for speed.
Fizz is, I mean, it's +2. It's not the worst. 14.
Oh.
With a 14, Fizz evaporates into his misty step, immediately reappearing directly behind the Inquisitor. You watch with hopeful eyes as you watch as he reaches forth with his rod, casting the truth as the light spreads out once more.
It's
You watch
truth
as
time.
his demeanor changes for a moment. As a look of confusion on his face for a moment. He turns back to Fizz. That rod
Oh fuck.
tells the truth.
Oh god.
Think of it as a gift.
No.
The truth, not the wand.
Yeah.
Just meant to open your eyes.
I understand. A pity that I already knew the truth. As he turns back towards you, Vea.
Okay.
But not all of us do. When the sounds of scuffling comes up from behind the rear,
Man.
a small growl let loose. As you turn to look, and with weapons drawn, your mother stands 20 yards away.
Damn.
I
I'm
never
so
took
sorry.
my daughter for a traitor,
Oh Jesus.
but I understand now. And I'm going to need you to roll initiative at the start of next episode.
Cool.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I tried.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We
Okay,
are
He has plot
all-
armor. It's okay.
Benefit of the doubt,
Yeah.
it did work.
Yeah.
The plan worked.
Just do the same thing
Yeah.
to Vea's mom on your turn. She
Yeah.
can't respond. We're in turn order.
Yeah.
That's true.
We will see what the initiative order is when
Oh,
we start
gosh.
up next week.
I hope
But
you
as
have high
always-
initiative.
He's got that 2
I'm
dex.
dead. I'm dead.
You're
We're
just
all
gonna be a
dead.
beast.
Oh
As
man.
always, my friends, that is going to be a story for another day. Whew,
Oh no.
Goddamn.
y'all
Damn.
fucked up. Y'all
What?
fucked up.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh.
What else were we supposed to do? Okay. We did listen, for the first time in D&D history, we made a plan and we literally did it.
That's true.
It
I know.
just was wrong.
The wrong choice.
Yeah.
I feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
I feel sick to my goddamn
I mean, in all
stomach.
fairness, he did tell us ahead of time that there were cues to read magical traps and whatnot. We probably should have known that.
I mean, we didn't use any magic. We just had it on us.
It was just the
Yeah.
magic wand, or the
Mm.
rod
True.
is magic.
Also, like, to be fair, I kind of trusted your dad being like, I'll handle it. I just
He did.
Oh, I know he got everyone out of there. But like, if we were tipped off because of the magical, like our magical items or whatever, I wasn't thinking it because I'm like, oh, the dad's taking care of the distraction, so we can go in, no props, you know. But well,
Here we
Okay.
are, though. Here we are.
Now we get to stomp some nerd. I'm happy with that.
What?
listen, there's nothing wrong with running. Okay, just saying, it's always an option.
This is fine.
It's fine.
With that said, folks, I know we've gone a little overtime tonight, but we started late, so we thought we'd give a little bit extra. And hey, it's our first night back. Am I right? Come on.
Yay.
Gotta do it right. Gotta do it right. Part 1 of our 4 or 5 part finale. But with that said, we gotta wrap up for the evening because I've got a puppy who's probably peed, but We'll find out shortly. But before we leave you, all the adventurers out there, whether you find yourself uncovering a hidden truth that changes your entire world, or finally admit to your favorite party bestie, I beg you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Love all your faces very, very much. And we'll see you in the next one, guys.
See y'all
Take
next
care.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry.